Good afternoon. Padulochan Abu.
Sir, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. ମୁଁ ଦେଖୁଛି ପାଣି ଗ୍ରାଇ କଲା ମାନେ ଆପଣ କନଫ୍ୟୁଜନ ଯେ କାହାକୁ ଡାକିଲି ନାଇଁ?
ଆଜ୍ଞା sir. sir.
ନୋଟ ପାଟ ରଖିଥାନ୍ତୁ ପାଣି ଗ୍ରାଇ
Sir,
ଯାହା
sir.
କହିବେ ଇଏ କରିବେ ହେଲା ଯାହା
ଆଜ୍ଞା
ଡାଉଟ
sir.
ହବ ଲାଷ୍ଟ ଇଏ
ହଁ
ଲେଖି
ହଁ
ରଖିବେ।
ଠିକ ଅଛି sir. ଆଜ୍ଞା।
ବଢିଆ ଏଇ ଯୋଉ ଇନଷ୍ଟାଣ୍ଟ କଫି ତ ବନା ହଉଛି ଏଇ ଯୋଉ ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି ଆଜି କାଜୁ କଫି ଅଦା କଟପାଟ ହ୍ୟାଣ୍ଡଲ
ଆମର 27, 28 ରେ ଦିଟା ବଡ ମିଟିଂ ହବାର ଅଛି ଫିଜିକାଲ ମିଟିଂ ଭର୍ଚୁଆଲ ତ ନାହିଁ ତ ଭର୍ଚୁଆଲ ମିଟିଂ ତ ଆହୁରି 7ଟା ଖଣ୍ଡେ ଅଛି ତେଣୁ ଟିକେ ଆପଣ 27, 28 ରେ ମିଟିଂ ହବ ତେଣୁ ଆପଣ ମାନେ ଟିକେ ଆମ ଟଚ୍ ରେ ରହିବେ କାରଣ ଆପଣଙ୍କର ଯୋଉମାନେ ଜଏନ୍ କଲେ ପ୍ଲିଜ ଆପଣଙ୍କର ନାଁଟା ଆଉ ଇମେଲ ଆଇଡି ମୋବାଇଲ ନମ୍ବର କମ୍ପାନୀ ନାଁ ଟିକେ ଆମକୁ ଦେଇଦେଲେ ଚାଟ୍ ବକ୍ସ ଦେଇଦେଲେ କଣ ଆମେ ଗୋଟେ ଡାଟାବେସ୍ କରିକିନା ଆମର ଯୋଉ ଫିଜିକାଲ ମିଟିଂ ଗୋଟେ ହଉଛି ଆମେ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ମାନେ ଇଏ କରିପାରିବୁ କନେକ୍ଟ କରିପାରିବୁ କାରଣ ପ୍ରାୟ ଆମେ ଜାଣି ହଉନି ଆମେ ଦେଖୁ ସେ ସେମ୍ ମାନେ ଆମର ଏକ୍ସପୋର୍ଟर्स ମାନଙ୍କୁ ହିଁ ଆମେ କଣ୍ଟାକ୍ଟ କରିପାରୁଛୁ ନୂଆ କି ଯେ ଆସୁନାହାନ୍ତି ଯୋଉମାନେ ଜାଣିବାକୁ ଚାହୁଁଛନ୍ତି କି କରିବାକୁ ଚାହୁଁଛନ୍ତି ତେଣୁ ଆପଣ ଟିକେ ଚାଟ୍ ବକ୍ସ ଦେଇଦେଲେ କ'ଣ ଆମେ ସେଟା ଗୋଟେ ଡାଟାବେସ୍ ଟା ବନେଇଦେବୁ ଏକ ତ ଏଇଟା ମିନିଷ୍ଟ୍ରି ଅଫ କମର୍ସ କୁ ପଳେଇବ ଗୋଟେ ଲିଷ୍ଟ ଟା ପଳେଇବ ଦ୍ୱିତୀୟ ଆପଣ ଡାଟାବେସ୍ ସେଠି ଡାଟାବେସ୍ ଚଢିଗଲା ମାନେ କ'ଣ ଅଲ୍ ଓଭର ଇଣ୍ଡିଆ ଯାହା ଯାହା ହେଲା କି ଯୋଉ ସ୍କିମ୍ ହେଲା ଇଏ ହେଲା ଆପଣ ପାଇବେ ଦ୍ୱିତୀୟ କଥା ଆମ ସାଇଡ୍ ରୁ ବି ଆପଣ ପାଇବେ ତେଣୁ ଆପଣ ଚାଟ୍ ବକ୍ସ ରେ ପ୍ଲିଜ ଆପଣଙ୍କର ନାଁଟା ଇଏ ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ ଆଉ ମଝିରେ ଥର କେତେବେଳେ କହିଲେ ଆପଣ ଟିକେ ଅନ୍ କରିଦେବେ ଆପଣଙ୍କର ଭିଡିଓସ୍ ଗୁଡା ଅନ୍ କରିଦେବେ ସୋ ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ କ'ଣ ନା ଆମେ ଗୋଟେ ଫଟୋ ନେଇଯିବୁ ଆମେ କହିବୁ ଆପଣ ଆଜ୍ଞା ଆଉ ଆମର ପାଣିଗ୍ରାହୀ ସାର୍ ଯାହା ବି ଆପଣ ଆଜି ନେବେ ପାଣିଗ୍ରାହୀ ସାର୍ଙ୍କ ଟିକେ ସମୟ ଦରକାର ହଉଛି ଯୋଉ ଜିନିଷଟା ଆମେ ବୁଝିପାରିବା ଆଉ ତେଣୁ ଆମେ ମୁଁ ବେଶୀ ଆଉ ଫାକଲ୍ଟିଜ ବି କିଛି ରଖୁନି ଯୋଉମାନେ ଧର ଯୋଉମାନେ ଅଛନ୍ତି ତାଙ୍କୁ ରଖିଛି ଯୋଉମାନେ ନ ଆସିଲେ ବି କିଛି ଅସୁବିଧା ନାହିଁ ତ କିନ୍ତୁ ପାଣିଗ୍ରାହୀ ସାର୍ ହଉଛନ୍ତି ମେନ୍ ତାଙ୍କ ଇଏଟାକୁ ଆମେ ବେଶୀ ଶୁଣିବା ଇଏ କରିବା
सर नमस्कार सर नमस्कार
ସାର୍ ସାର୍ ପାଣିଗ୍ରାହୀ ସାର୍ ନମସ୍କାର
हाँ नमस्कार हाँ
ଆଜ୍ଞା
आज
ସାର୍
टिके मोर डेरी हैला काइन अन्य प्रोग्राम थिला से प्रोग्राम
ନାଇଁ ସାର୍
साइड टिके ये करछु
ସାର୍ ସାର୍ ତେଣୁ ଆମେ ବେଶୀ ଫାକଲ୍ଟିଜ ରଖୁନି ମୁଁ ଭାବୁଛି ନେକ୍ସଟ ଟାଇମ୍ ମୁଁ ଡିଜେପ୍ଟ ରେ ଡାକିବି ଡିଜେପ୍ଟ ମେନ୍ କଥା ହେଲା ଡାଉଟ୍ ହେଲେ ତାପରେ ଆମେ ଡିଜେପ୍ଟ ହେଲା କାହାକୁ ଆମେ ଆପ୍ରୋଚ କରିପାରିବା ଆଉ ତେଣୁ ଇଏ ହେଲା ତେଣୁ ଆପଣ ମାନେ ଟିକେ ମାନେ ଯେତେବେଳେ ବି ପାଣିଗ୍ରାହୀ ସାର୍ଙ୍କର ଶୁଣୁଛନ୍ତି କି ହଉଛି ଆପଣ ଟିକେ ସ୍ନାପସଟ୍ ଟା ନିଅନ୍ତୁ ତାଙ୍କର ଭିଡିଓସ୍ ଗୁଡା ବି ଆମେ ପ୍ରାୟ ସେୟାର କରୁଛୁ ତାଙ୍କର ଯୋଉ ଭିଡିଓସ୍ ଗୁଡା ଅଛି ସାର୍ ଆଜି ଦେବେ ଆପଣ ସେଟା ସବୁ ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ ପ୍ରାୟ ବହୁତ ଭିଡିଓସ୍ ତାଙ୍କ ସିଏ ରଖିଛନ୍ତି ମୋର୍ ଦେନ୍ 100 ଭିଡିଓସ୍ ଗୁଡା ମାନେ ୟୁଟ୍ୟୁବ ରେ ଅଛି ଆପଣ ମାନେ ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ ତାକୁ ଲାଇକ୍ କରନ୍ତୁ ସବସ୍କ୍ରାଇବ କରନ୍ତୁ ଆଉ ଯେହେତୁ ଓଡ଼ିଆ ଜଣେ ପାଖରେ ଯେ ଏକ୍ସପୋର୍ଟ ଇମ୍ପୋର୍ଟ ବହୁତ ଡିପଲି ଜାଣିଛନ୍ତି ବହୁତ ନିୟର ପାଖରୁ ଜାଣିଛନ୍ତି ଆଉ ଟେକ୍ନିକାଲି ସେ ସାଉଣ୍ଡ ଖାଲି କହୁନାହାନ୍ତି ବଟ୍ ଟେକ୍ନିକାଲି ବହୁତ ସାଉଣ୍ଡ ତେଣୁ ଆପଣ ମାନେ ପ୍ଲିଜ ଆପଣ ସମୟ ଦେଇକିନା ତାଙ୍କ ଆଟଲିଷ୍ଟ ଆମ କଥା ତ ସବୁବେଳେ ଶୁଣୁଥିବେ ଇଏ କରୁଥିବେ ଆଗକୁ ବି ଶୁଣିବେ ବଟ୍ ଏସବୁ ସାର୍ ମାନଙ୍କର ଟିକେ ରଖିଥାନ୍ତୁ ଇଏ ବହୁତ କିଛି ତାଙ୍କଠୁ ଶିଖିବାର ଅଛି ଇଭେନ୍ ବି ଲାଷ୍ଟ ଟାଇମ୍ ଆମର ସେ ଜେପି ହ୍ୟାଣ୍ଡଲୁମର ତାଙ୍କର ଗୋଟେ ପ୍ରୋବ୍ଲେମ୍ ଥିଲା ସାର୍ ଇନଷ୍ଟାଣ୍ଟଲି ତାକୁ ସାଙ୍ଗେ ସାଙ୍ଗେ ଇଏ କଲେ ଆଉ ତେଣୁ ମୁଁ ସେ ରିକ୍ୱେଷ୍ଟ କରୁଛି ଯେ ବହୁତ ଜିନିଷ ବି ଆମେ ଜାଣିନୁ ତେଣୁ ଆପଣ ସାର୍ ମାନଙ୍କର ସାର୍ ନିଅନ୍ତୁ ଯଦି ମତେ ଫର୍ଦର ଯଦି କହିବେ ନା ଏଇ ସାର୍ ମାନଙ୍କୁ ଆଣନ୍ତୁ କହିଲେ ମୁଁ ଯୋଉ ଏରିଆରେ କହିଲେ ବି ଆମେ ତାଙ୍କୁ ରିକ୍ୱେଷ୍ଟ କରିପାରିବା ଆଉ ତେଣୁ ତାଙ୍କୁ ବି ଆମେ ହେଲ୍ପ କରିପାରିବା ତେଣୁ ଆପଣ ଯେତେ ଚେଷ୍ଟା କରନ୍ତୁ ଯେତେ ଜଲ୍ଦି ଆପଣ ଯାହା ଆମଠାରୁ ନେବା କଥା ମାନେ ସପୋର୍ଟ ନେବା କଥା ଆପଣ ନିଅନ୍ତୁ ଡିଲେ କରନ୍ତୁନି କାରଣ ସବୁବେଳେ ଡିଲେ କଲା ମାନେ ଆମେ ଆଗକୁ ପଳେଇ ଯିବା ସମୟ ପଳେଇ ଯାଉଛି ଆଜିକାଲି ତ ସମୟ ଜଣା ପଡୁନି କେମିତି ପଳେଇ ଯାଉଛି ସାର୍ ଆଉ ଇଏରେ ଷ୍ଟାର୍ଟ କରିବା ସାର୍ କେତେଟା ତିନିଟା ସାର୍ 3:10 ରେ ଷ୍ଟାର୍ଟ କରିବା ସାର୍
हाँ हाँ ठीक है
ଆପଣ ଚାଟ୍ ବକ୍ସରେ ଦୟାକରି ସମସ୍ତେ ଟିକେ ଆପଣଙ୍କର କମ୍ପାନୀ ନାଁ ଆଉ କମ୍ପାନୀ ନାଁ ମୋବାଇଲ ନମ୍ବର ଇମେଲ ଆଇଡିଟା ଦେଇଦିଅନ୍ତୁ କିନ୍ତୁ ନାଁ ମୋବାଇଲ ଇମେଲଟା ଦେଇଦେଲେ ବି ସଫିସିଏଣ୍ଟ ବେଶୀ ବି ଲେଖିବା ଦରକାର ନାହିଁ ଖାଲି ଇମେଲ ଆଇଡି ମୋବାଇଲ ନମ୍ବରଟା ଦେଇଦେଲେ ପ୍ଲସ୍ ଆପଣଙ୍କର ନାଁଟା ଦେଇଦେଲେ ଛୋଟ ନା ବେଶୀ ଆପଣ ସମୟ ନେଉନୁ ଦେଇଦେଲେ କ'ଣ ଆମେ ଫର୍ଦର ମିଟିଂ ଗୁଡ଼ା ଡାକି କାରଣ ବହୁତ ମିଟିଂ ହଉଛି ଯୋଉମାନେ ଆପଣମାନେ ଜାଣିପାରୁନାହାନ୍ତି ଆଉ ପ୍ରତ୍ୟେକ ଥରେ ବି ନୂଆ ନୂଆ ପାର୍ଟିସିପେଣ୍ଟ ମାନେ ଆସୁଛନ୍ତି ଆଉ ତେଣୁ ଆମେ ଫର୍ଦର ସେକେଣ୍ଡ ଲେଭେଲକୁ ବି ଆମେ ଯାଇପାରୁନୁ ସୁମିତ ଭଲ ଅଛ
नमस्कार सर
ନମସ୍କାର ଯୋଉ ମିଟିଂ ପାଣିଗ୍ରାହୀ ସାର୍ଙ୍କର ଫାର୍ଷ୍ଟ ଟାଇମ୍ ଆଟେଣ୍ଡ କରିବ ନା ଆଗରୁ ଆଟେଣ୍ଡ କରିଥିଲ ସୁମିତ ପାଣିଗ୍ରାହୀ ସାର୍ଙ୍କର ଆଗରୁ ମ୍ୟୁଟ୍ ଅଛି
सर हैप्पी न्यू ईयर
ହାପି ନ୍ୟୁ ଇୟର
हैप्पी न्यू ईयर
ସାର୍ ଆମେ ଷ୍ଟାର୍ଟ କରିବା ସାର୍ ସାର୍
अन्य लोक टिके इंट्रोडक्शन दे दियंतु
ଆଚ୍ଛା ମତେ ଆପଣ ମାନେ ସବୁ ଯେହେତୁ ସାର୍ ଟିକେ ରିକ୍ୱେଷ୍ଟ କଲେ ଆପଣ ମାନେ ଯଦି ଟିକେ ଇଣ୍ଟ୍ରୋଡକ୍ସନ ଦେଲେ ତାପରେ ଆମେ ଷ୍ଟାର୍ଟ କରିବା ହେଲା ଆରମ୍ଭରୁ ଆପଣ ଯିଏ ବି ହେଲେ ଆଗକୁ ଷ୍ଟାର୍ଟ କରନ୍ତୁ ଯିଏ କହୁଥିଲେ ଟିକେ ଆପଣ ରହିଯିବେ ଆଉ ଆମ ସିନିୟର ସାର୍ ସହିତ ପଣ୍ଡା ସାର୍ ଆପଣ ଟିକେ କରନ୍ତୁ ପଣ୍ଡା ସାର୍ ଆଜ୍ଞା ଆପଣ ଷ୍ଟାର୍ଟ କରନ୍ତୁ ସାର୍ ଆପଣ ଏଇ ଗ୍ରୁପରେ ସବୁଠାରୁ ସିନିୟର ସିଟିଜେନ ଭଗବାନ କରୁ ଭଲେ ଥାନ୍ତୁ ସାର୍ ସାର୍ ଆପଣ ଷ୍ଟାର୍ଟ କରନ୍ତୁ ମ୍ୟୁଟ୍ ଅଛି ସାର୍ ମ୍ୟୁଟ୍ ଅଛି
କାଇଁ କଟିଗଲା? Okay. ଠିକ ହେଲା।
ତାହେଲେ
start କରିବା
ବୋଧେ
sir.
ସାର୍ ଟାଇମ୍
Sir.
ଷ୍ଟାର୍ଟ କରି ସାର୍ ଠିକ ଅଛି ସାର୍ ଠିକ ଅଛି ତାହେଲେ ଆମେ ସାରା ଟାଇମ୍ ୱେଷ୍ଟ କରିବା ତାପରେ ଆମେ ଇଣ୍ଟରାକ୍ସନ କରିବା very good afternoon all of you behalf of Federation of Indian Export Organization MSME DFO DIC Koraput and OCF behalf of them I welcome all of you and as you know that this is a series of webinars on the district as a export hub and this is the clear guidelines from the Ministry of Commerce to promote the export from the districts level, and that is the reason that Government of India is coming with a new scheme that district as a export hub, one district, one product. These are the new areas where Government of India is planning to explore the new entrepreneurs, new exporters in the field of international business, and this time we are focusing for the Koraput districts. And we are the focus products are cashew, coffee, ginger, and Koraput handloom, which is got the GI tag. It has recently received, and we are focusing for these products. But before this focusing to the products, what are the formalities to start a new entrepreneur for the exports? The steps is will be narrated by our Panigrai sir, SN Panigrai sir. He has a quite experience and all, and this is not the this time also next webinar also we are coming with a another districts also. So there is the 10 districts we will have to cover before March, and I request all of you that please whenever you get any link and all, please circulate it in your WhatsApp group and other friends so that we can reach to them, because Government of India is want that, because we want that we should have to reach to them, because we are our reaching is not that which we are expecting and all. But knowledge should be with the knowledge should be go to them that export is so easy to start. And for this to continue these sessions, we have GM DIC from Koraput. He is in training. He may be joined or he may not be joined because he is in the way. And also from the Dr. SN Naik from the Assistant Director MSME DFO Cuttack. He will be explained about what are the schemes in MSME DFO, Ministry of MSME, Government of India. Also, we have with us JP Handloom, Mr. Singh. He is a meeting right now. He is a meeting in with the Secretary of MSME, Mr. Rohit Kanungo is also with us. Director Tromos Private, he is also exporting. And also one of my friend came from the Johannesburg. Yesterday step I was with him. So I'll request him to joining with us to share the experience of Johannesburg, what will be the market for that. And we are just, yesterday I have requested, and I'm just also have tried to joining in this group. And Mr. PK Mahanti is also from the DPM, Data Export Promotion, because they are giving the funds to the all districts to showcase their products, exportable products, which can be exported to the international market. So I will not take much more of time, and I request Panigrai sir to start, because I don't think that today will be many exportees with us, but you can take your little bit time and explain our exporters regarding the export, sir. Over to you, Panigrai sir. Thank you.
License session.
Sir, kindly mute, sir. Kindly mute, sir. Kindly mute, sir.
एग्रीकल्चर का जो भी है,
sir, kindly mute, sir. Kindly mute, please, sir. Sir, over to you, sir.
Sir, namaskar to all of you and my friends from Odisha and outside of Odisha, and having interest in Odisha for the export promotions. I really appreciate the efforts taken by FIVO in organizing such seminars, some webinars, and we have conducted already 3 webinars, and this is on the 4th in this series. And as Kamal Bhai has told, we are going to make for 10 webinars, and out of this is the 4th one. and others also in due course will come. So I have this opportunity to share my experience and educate the budding exporters, the new entrepreneurs who are coming up from the export field. This is my brief profile. This is my just a minute. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm an international business consultant, corporate trainer, mentor, and author. And I'm basically electrical engineer with MBA and PhD diploma in TQM and ISO 9000. Over 30 years of corporate experience. And last 6 years, I'm into the consulting and training. I worked in large organizations like Aditya Birla Group, BC Jindal, OP Jindal, then Bhushan Steel and Power, Sriram Group, Kalani Group, and so many group. My last assignment was there in HSIL Limited as VP Commercial. I have experience in project management and import export, shipping, logistics, foreign trade, all these things my experience, especially in the GST also. And I'm a PMP certified and authorized training partner, ATP instructor of PMI USA. I'm a PMI India champion in 2016. And I am a fellow institution of engineers and also chartered engineer and JET consultant. And I'm certified Lean Six Sigma Black Belt from Exemplar Global as well as from the KPMG. I have been trained in Center for Organizational Development for 3.5 years on strategy and leadership. I have done more than 300 workshops globally. More than 100 plus YouTube presentations are there, and 140 plus slideshare presentation. I have been published more than 500 plus articles in national and international journals, and I have been associated with various organizations. So this is a brief about myself, and let us move for the export related. Generally, I used to talk about local to global, what, where, and how to export. Today, what items has to export, that is also we discuss. And briefly, other things I will discuss. So always I talks about the 6 steps. 6 steps for the setting up. First is the setting up your business. Then about the what items the product has to be selected. Then market has to be selected. Then we have to find the buyers. Then about the fulfilling the export orders after we got the orders. Then of course realization of the payments. These are the simple 6 steps for the export. Okay. For each of the step, of course, there is a lot of other related documentation knowledge need to be obtained, and some statutory regulations also there. Those has to be complied. So this is how the brief about. First is setting up the organization. And of course, every time I used to tell, and my YouTube also there on this particular subject. So you can see my YouTube also. So therefore, I'm not going with the depth of all these things, but briefly today we discuss what are the products we have to select, and especially under the districts as export hubs, that scheme, under that concept, how the government is encouraging us to select our products which are near to us so that we can identify those and we export those items. Okay. So first is setting up of the organization. You can set up your organization as a proprietorship, as a private limited, or public limited, or LLP. Like you have to set up an organization. Once you set up the organization, very essential because we are going for the international market. So our identity we have to establish. We have to establish our identity. That identity we can establish proper through certain branding. The branding is very important, and logo we have to create. And especially we generally recommend go for some part of website creation. In the website, you have to create nicely, and there the products what you are going to export, those product details and other pictures has to be posted so that somebody can see your website, can understand what you are and what you are doing exports and what are the items and the items details and contact details they can understand. So that is how we can reach to the world. Otherwise, nobody knows if you are sitting in a Koraput, and Koraput, how many people we know? Even Odisha, we don't know you. And how the outside the Odisha, people will know you. So therefore, good connectivity you have to establish. So that website creation is very recommended when you are interested to go for the export. So create a website and with a good logo, and that gives an identity for you that you are there in this India and where you are going to export like, okay? Because every importer also, overseas importer, they also verify your credentials before they're dealing with any business. Because in a business, always the profit losses are there, and nobody will want to go and experiment on you where they don't know you, they never seen you, then they don't experiment. So therefore, some credentials has to be established. So therefore, you have to create a good branding, so logo. Then of course, statutory requirements, you have to obtain the PAN number. And after that, you have to open the bank account. The bank account is preferably, and this is essential also, that you have to open in a foreign exchange dealing bank. Foreign exchange dealing bank only you have to open the account. Then your foreign exchange transactions can be done. Then you have to obtain the IE code, means import and export code you have to obtain. That import and export code you have to obtain from the DGFT. And nowadays everything is simplified. That you can get through online only. You need not go to any office. Sitting in your home itself, you can even create the IEC code, the import and export code from the DGFT. Okay. Then you have to go for the RCMC, registration cum membership certificate. The registration cum membership certificate from the particular export promotion councils. Export promotion council EPCs are there. And of course, those details also I've shared. That is there in my WhatsApp also. I'm sharing that links so that you can go through it. So in my YouTube, those details also available, which are the organizations promoting the export, export promoting organizations. So those things you can see EPCs. Each of the product wise, there are EPCs are there, export promotion councils. For example, there's a leather export promotion council. There are spices export spices board is there, spice board is there. Cashew export promotion council. Like that for each of the product wise, engineering export promotion council. Like that product wise, there are export promotion councils are there. To your relevant product, you have to go with registration. If you get the registration, you get lot of benefits. The benefits is one benefit is you can get the details about the your product related export opportunities and what are the restrictions or developments and various countries, what are the new restrictions are they putting in, all those details, the product related details you can get. This apart, the links also you can get for the export, who are the buyers, overseas buyers, that import and exporters, that linkage also you can get. I mean, buyer and seller, the links, so that you can understand who are the buyers overseas. Those things also you can get from the EPCs. And if you are exporting, for example, multiple products, if you are going to export multiple products, then FIVO you can go, Federation of Indian Exporters Organizations. So that is the program also conducted and organized by them. So you can go with them, any multiple products, any products. For example, you are merchant exporter. If today you want to export cashew nuts, tomorrow you can export handlooms, third day other exports you can do. So any exports you want, any of the products, then you can register with the FIVO. Okay. Then after the RCMC registration, you can get the benefits also. If you get the RCMC registration, like some of the export benefits, for example, you want to open the, so get the import authorization letters or the authorization certificates. So therefore, for that also you require the RCMC registration. Okay. So next is you have to register with the GST. When you are exporting any of the products outside India, then GST registration is mandatory. That is mandatory. You have to register it with the GST. Of course, GST registration also online. You need not spend any amount. Just give your credential details you have to provide. That's all. So therefore, there is no cost for this. Then customs registration with the AD registration we call it, means authorized dealer, who is your banker. The bank, you have to take the bank letter that you are holding a account with a bank. So with that letter, the customs will register. So the AD registration, that AD registration also nowadays online. So that is also you can do it. Then after, of course, you have to plan how to go about your exports. Then, of course, should get some knowledge, you get the training, and of course, a little bit of knowledge should be there before jumping into export. It's not like a domestic market. The export has a little bit of complicated transactions. Lot of transaction details you have to understand. So some knowledge you have to gain through some trainings or through some reading and other things, making some research, you have to get some knowledge. So up to this, you are setting up your organization. Then you have to select a product. Product selection is a very important aspect. Many people there itself, they make a mistake. They think that anything we can export. You bring the buyer, I can export anything, like that. People are there. There's talks about, but they don't understand anything about the international market. Anything we can't export because the export market is very competitive export. It's not even domestic like market. It's competitive in the sense throughout the world, many other countries also exporting the same item. For example, cashew nut, many other countries also make so please mute it, sir. Please mute. Yeah. So whatever we are exporting, similar like product, some other country people also exporting. So the engineering items, India is, you are able to export engineering item. There are other countries are there. China can export, or Germany can export, or other countries can export. If the China can export with more competitive price, then where you stand? Why anybody will buy from you? So therefore, the concept is anything we can't export, which we are very competitive, which we are consistently able to deliver in terms of the quality, in terms of the other terms, payment terms and other things, we are able to do those products only we have to select. So don't mistake that taking any product we can export. No, it's not possible. Don't make that mistake also, because you will burn your fingers. So you select the product which we are very competitive, which you can means get the items with competitive prices, and also with quality, good quality, that export quality. And packing also very important. You have to understand about the export packing. I request Kamalji one day arrange the about the packing also. Otherwise, if you want, I can bring somebody from the IIP, Indian Institute of Packaging. So packaging also very important. Many people, we don't know the packing. Export packing is entirely different. It's not like domestic packing, because that has to sustain over a period of journey, and it has to go as per some of the international, some standards also there. For example, some of the countries, the plastic and plastic related products packing is not allowed. For example, Germany. If you thermocol, if you pack, thermocol packing is not allowed in Germany. So there is restrictions are there. So therefore, that also you have to understand which countries have certain restrictions about the product, about the packing, about other transactions. So the restrictions you have to understand in our country as well as importing country. Then only it has to be, the item has to be selected. Accordingly, packing also has to be designed. Then you have to study about the demand and supply. What is the competition, about the product specifications, what are the practices, where is regulations. Suppose you want to send a pomegranate, and there are certain restrictions are there for the quality. The quality inspection, testing, and everything has to be done. Agriculture item, mostly, whenever we are exporting, we should be very careful. Otherwise, unnecessary rejections happens. Fumigation certificates. Sometimes fumigation is not required, then other certifications are required, like a heat treatment for the packing. So all these things we should understand, then only we can export. So the product knowledge is very essential. Okay. For the product knowledge, to make you well aware of the product related, Government of India recently launched a lot of schemes to make you aware about the how to identify the products in your local. So therefore, we have started, the Government of India started the program that district level, each of the district wise, what are the products which we can export, the potential items which we can export. So therefore, they started the scheme of the district as an export hub. So the purpose is, each of the district wise, the Government of India already identified and that was circulated to in public domain is available. So district wise, what are the potential items we can export? So that it is given a very easy for you. Now you're from Koraput. In Koraput, what are the items we can export? Government of India is already identified. What are the items? Like, for example, the cashew nut is one of them, ginger is one of them, turmeric. Like these items, they are already identified. The list I will show you, then it will be clear. Just a minute. This is the list, district wise. They identified throughout India, all over India, all the district wise. There are 733 districts are there. Each of the district wise, they identify the products. What are the potential products they can export? For example, in Andhra Pradesh, Anantapur, these are the products they can export. Like banana and pomegranate, very prominently going from the Andhra Pradesh. Recent time, very fast, these items are going from the Andhra Pradesh, Anantapur. Okay. Similarly, for Odisha, we'll see what are the Odisha that items, because every state we have the details. Yeah, this is the Odisha, the details. Each of the district wise, all the items, which are the items is identified already. Okay, Koraput district, especially this item is export worth item. So cashew nut is been identified from Koraput district. Okay. Similarly, all other districts also we have done. Please mute, sir. Please mute. Last we did for the Malkangiri. Malkangiri, we have discussed of the millets. Of course, we are lucky that this year United Nations has declared 2023 as a millet year. On the our initiation, our Prime Minister of India, Narendra Modi ji, has initiated. Based on that, now this 2023 is declared as a millet year. And Odisha government also taken a lot of steps to promote the millets. Millets are especially in the Malkangiri and that particular areas, very popularly we are getting. So Odisha government recently also associated with the FICCI to promote the millets and other items also, especially for millets, they are the engaged FICCI. Like this, each of the district wide we are taken, and today we are discussing about the Koraput district. And Koraput district, especially we are discussing of this cashew nut, ginger, and turmeric. These are the items we are going, and also handloom, also one of the product we have identified. So this is how the product wise they are identified. The district wise the products are identified. Okay, and also agriculture also. I'll show you agriculture. What are the items they are identified? Just a minute. Just I will show you. The agriculture also, they have identified the clusters. Like this, throughout India, some of the agricultural clusters, based on the climatic conditions, climatic suitability, they are identified. For example, in Varanasi, these are the dates, the fresh vegetables, green chili, and other items, they are identified. From Anantapur, you see, from Andhra Pradesh, these have been identified. Banana is going very well, and pomegranate also going very well from this district, from this cluster. Like that, cluster wise, they're identified. Pomegranate, for example, Maharashtra pomegranate is going well, the Solapur district. So, like this, each of these statements in the states, particular clusters are developed. And in India also, means suppose Odisha also, there are some clusters have been developed for various items, especially with the cashew nuts. Their clusters are developed in the Ganjam district and also Koraput district, that clusters. And government of India also promoting the means that is the farmers producing organizations, FPOs. The FPOs also they're identified. This is what the FPOs means, farmer producing organizations, and there can means it is a cluster development. Some of the farmers can come together and then can form as an organization. And what are the benefits they are getting out of it? The benefit is mostly the bargain power will improve. Collective working, because in India, most of the farmers having the almost like 70% of the farmers having the less than 1 hectare land. So there's small packets of land. So therefore, they can't implement the modern equipments. So modern technology can't they implement in the agriculture. So they're working in a small lot, means places like they're doing that one, means agriculture. So when you come together, collectively, you can take this entire land and modern equipments and all things and implement. And also when you are producing something that you can sell in a lot, higher, larger lots, and then it's the bargain power will improve. And most of the times the agriculture now at present, it is in the hands of the mediators, intermediates, and they most of the time they're cheating. So the farmers are not benefiting out of it. So when we take in the farm producing organizations, so these advantages about the farm producing organizations is about the, you can take the advantage of the collective grouping, collective bargaining power for getting the better seeds, and better about the funding also you can get, and also about the export or even domestic market also, you can sell at the better price. So the FPO, when they formed throughout India, many of the organizations are registered. Sometime back, I was doing for the one of the Nagpur-based organization. They are targeting for the export. Means once they small units, small areas they are cultivating, then of course they can't export because they are producing also very small amounts, small quantities. So it is not possible for exporting. But when you collectively coming together, and like for example, 100 units, I mean farmers are coming, 1,000 farmers are coming together, then the farming land will be very high, and you can target with putting the advanced technology, and also better seeds and other things you can purchase at the better prices, and all the other inputs also, fertilizers and other things also you can bargain and get at higher prices. Means better prices means lower prices at the inputs, but higher prices you can sell. So that advantage you can get. For export also, it is possible only when become a larger producing organizations. Small lots, very difficult to collect and very difficult to promote. So we are not able to promote from the district like in Koraput and all things. Not much of the exports are happening. So therefore, it is an opportunity for us to make a form this FPOs, means there is a cluster of the farmers. So when it happens, then there is an opportunity that we can do. And recently we are happy that from the Koraput coffee becomes a good brand name. Koraput coffee, like it is of course copied version like happened. First they did from the Aruku, the Andhra Pradesh, they did from the Aruku. That was a grand success. In fact, Europe, especially in France, especially in France, that is very popular. And that's a brand image they created. So later, of course, we started in Koraput coffee, that branding we are calling about, but still it has a miles to go. We have to promote in the international market. A brand image has to be created. Therefore, that also can export from the Koraput district, particularly I'm talking about. Very good potential is there. Similarly, some other products like, for example, the cashew. Cashew is, Odisha is almost like 16% of the total India's production is coming from the Odisha. Means good opportunities there to export from the Odisha, especially Ganjam district and Koraput district. These are the very focused for the cashew nut. And of course, some value added also we can create, not only just in a raw form, but at present mostly in the raw form is exporting. But if you create some value addition, that's also good. Means foreign exchange we can get, that promotion can happen. And over a period of time, the cashew nut exports from India I'm talking about, it is fallen down. As you see the graph in 2017-18, this was 922 $1 million, but now 18-19 is come down, and further it's come down. Of course, some factors are there. One of them factor is COVID. This period is the COVID period. So therefore, naturally, all the exports have been affected, and agricultural exports also affected. So this is how. But recently, again, it is started increasing. compared to 2021, 22 increased, and further increase also expected in the current financial year. So this is how the export of the potential of the export of the cashew. And mostly the countries exporting, where we are exporting is, importing countries are UAE, Japan, Netherlands, Saudi Arabia, USA, UK, Canada, France, Israel, and Italy. These are the countries where we are exporting at present. Most of the things we are going to the UAE. UAE is our major importer. Okay. So this is how our exports are going forward. So there is a potential from state of Odisha we can develop. And for the development from the state of Odisha, a lot of initiations are taken from both from the state as well as from the central level. As for both from central, state and central, we have a Odisha State Cashew Development Corporation also there in Odisha to promote the cashew cultivation. So this is taking care of the cultivation, getting a lot of helping hand is providing to the farmers. And also we have a regional office. We have a regional office of the Cashew Export Promotion Council. Cashew Export Promotion Council regional office in Bhubaneswar. It was set up in 2019. So this also we have the advantage. So any related to the export related, if you want any testing or any of the product related informations you wanted, or any of the promotions related informations you wanted, what are the facilities or what are the benefits you get out of exports, these organizations providing the support to you. So we have an advantage. Please take that advantage of the this export cashew export promotion council. So they will provide all the testing laboratories also there. So any of the items, if you want to test it for the cashew related, so you can make the testings. So it is available. Earlier we had to send to the Kerala. All the items for testing also we had to send to the Kerala. Our certifications, anything is required, we used to go to the Kerala. But now it is not required to go to Kerala, but we can do in Odisha itself. Okay. So this is how we are doing. And also clusters also developed. A lot of clusters are there in Ganjam district and Odisha, Koraput also. The clusters also happened about the cashew, but need to be promoted in large way. Large item means value and large in volumes. It's small clusters are happened, but is not enough. As I told you, FPOs, the farm producing organizations, they has to come with larger farmers, so that more benefit you can get, then only export is possible. And also processing, value added, I'm talking, not the raw, but further value addition we have to create. So that is the focus should be made on value creation, some branding and value creation. Branding also not there in India at present. For the cashew nut, most of the time things are going in a loose form, like not in a branded form. So branding has to be created. Value creation also had to be done, further value added. So that is what the focus of the item. Next is about the ginger. Ginger also very good potential is there from the Odisha, especially from the Koraput district. So the ginger exports also going up. You see, ginger is over a period of time. The ginger means this spices export. I'm talking not the ginger alone, but all the spices. The exports are going up. We have an opportunity. We can do turmeric also in Odisha. Very good quantities we have been cultivating, and ginger also very good quantities we are cultivating. So these promotions we can do from Odisha, from ginger and turmeric. Okay. And there's a good potential that is going up. And as I told you, some processing is required, value addition, and also branding is required. At present, we are not much of the sending on a branded name. We are mostly sending in a loose form without branding. So if you make the branding, higher value, higher premium value, or the price we can get it. Okay. So this the ginger and other items, the spices, mostly it has been exported to China, USA, Bangladesh, Thailand, and UAE, Sri Lanka, Malaysia, UK, and Indonesia, Germany. These are the countries we are exporting to these items. Okay. So like this, Government of India is promoting and giving you support in terms of what we can do within our state, within our nearby area district. So within our district, what we can do also, government is giving complete support. And district wise also data now is been compiled. In the customs, for example, ice gate, if you see, district wise now data is available. And therefore, when you are making any export in the shipping bill, there itself, they're asking for which district and which state and which district that products are sourced. So that way, that data is being collected and compiled. Nowadays we are getting that particular data, which we are exporting from Odisha, how much we are exporting from Odisha, all these things also data is available. For example, and Odisha become the 7th largest exporter among all over India. Gujarat being the first state, then Maharashtra, followed by Tamil Nadu, then Karnataka, Uttar Pradesh, Andhra Pradesh, then 7th position we are in Odisha. We are the 7th largest exporter in India. But most of our exports are happening on the minerals and aluminum or steel. Those are the most of the exports. But other exports are not happening much. Very minute level of exports are happening from Odisha. Like some exports, I'll show you just a minute. Odisha is very less other exports, only these things. This is the exports from Odisha, for example. We see export from Odisha, most of the items metallurgical, engineering, and minerals. These 3 categories mostly it is happening. Most of the exports, these 3 categories. And agriculture, of course, you see small amount. Marine also recent time is because Odisha has a blessed with a larger coastal belt. So therefore, the marines also going well, and there's a lot of potential is there, but logistic problems they are facing, because from Odisha there is no port where we can export these marine items. Very good potential is there because larger coastal belt, but not able to do it because from Odisha it is either going to the Visakhapatnam or to the Calcutta port, means the Howrah port. There we are exporting. From Odisha itself, there is no port for exporting the containerized cargo. So that is the biggest challenge we are facing. Even other items, if you see, very minute, like not much. The handloom items you see, only just 2 crores. And this textile also not much, 630 crores. And handicrafts only 9.41 crores. So this is also good potential is there, but because of the logistics related, we are handicapped. We are not able to promote because the cost is going to be very high. And also we are not able to promote the brand image. Collective bargaining is not there. We are individually like we are doing, small exporters like we are doing, but not collectively we are doing anything on this. Otherwise, we have a good potential for handlooms and also handicrafts. In Koraput also there is a promotion for the handlooms products. So, but of course, it's not going well. Last time we have covered also this Sonpur. We have covered about the Patra sari, that ikat, that sarees we had discussed about, but not much happening that exports because of the major disadvantages. We have constraints about the logistics, and also awareness is not there, and we are not promoting as a collective promotion is not there, branding is not there. So that is what the handicrafts about these products. Okay. So this is what the product identification I'm talking about. At present, up to this, we have discussed about the product identification. So which are we are very convergent, we are acquainted with those products you have to identify. Then you have to search for the market. Suppose that export promotion councils and FIBO also, if you go, they are giving a lot of inputs for the export promotion, and also linkages are being provided. And many times the exhibitions, like foreign exhibitions or the other things are conducted. So you can participate in exhibitions, foreign what travel you have to do. Collective travel also been arranged. Some schemes are there. And MSME, you can go, they can also tell you what are the schemes, what are the benefits, some subsidies and other thing they're providing for the travel, air travel and other thing. Almost 95% of the air travel they're reimbursing to you. So that cost you can have that advantage. So you can participate in one or some of the overseas exhibitions or some of the programs what are they conducting, and visit some buyers overseas. So like that you can get the market. And also there is many other portals are there. Those are paid portals as well as the free portals where you can post your products and you can promote. Like Alibaba is there, for example. There also you can post. Of course, some of them are free and some of them are on payment basis. But you have to invest something to get the benefit of the items, this advantage of these. Some of these things I'll show you. The portals where you can post and get some benefit out of it. Like this, for example. These are some of the portals where you can get the data related to the export. What are the potential? Who are the potential buyers? The buyer related information you can get. And also, what are the product? What are the prices the products are going at present? The data also you can get, so that some information you can gain from these portals. Okay. So from Odisha, I was talking about the products here. Just here. Yeah. You see, these are the district wise. What are the exports happening? Now the district wise also we are able to get the data. Earlier it was not possible. Even state wise also we are not able to properly get. But from the 2019 onwards, the CBIC, the customs portal, ICE Gate, they are now collecting the data so that we can know from which of the states how much the products have been exported. Those data we are getting. Okay. For example, this Koraput district. This is the Koraput district. Only this much of the export happened. Only 74.38 crores of the exports happened from the April 21 to March 22. Means last financial year, this much of the exports happened. Not much exports happened. But there is huge potential which we can tap. These remain untapped. So therefore, Government of India has started district as a export, that potential, this district wise the potential to identify. So a lot of potential there. We have a lot of artisans, farmers, small scale industries. The connectivity we are not able to establish with overseas. So the purpose of the district as a export hub, that is the purpose. So Prime Minister of India, our Sri Modi ji, Narendra Modi ji, has spoke on the 15th August 2019 from the Red Fort about on the Independence Day speech he has made, calling for the identifying that potential from the district wise. So therefore, that concept is started, district as a export hub. And not only in Odisha, but many other states also, they started already about the district as an export hub, identifying the product and identifying what are the difficulties and how to remove those difficulties, arrange the logistic facilities, and hand-holding helping hand has to provide so that those local export means the potential can be tapped. The local farmers or artisans or the handicrafts and all, they can promote. So therefore, this is a scheme is started with this ambition, and this is an opportunity for. So like this, they're by identifying each of the district wise also. First, they started with the geographical indications. Geographical indications means, for example, in Odisha, we have the Rasgulla is our geographical indication. Of course, first is West Bengal is claimed and they got it. After that, Odisha also demanded. So Odisha also got it. Because from the Jagannath Prasad also takes as a Rasgulla is there from these decades together, centuries like. But we are not able to claim. After the West Bengal government has claimed, they got it a GI tag. After that, we also started claiming. And there is still some other opportunities are there. In Odisha, we are not able to recognize. For example, Channapudo is again our Odisha origin. We are not did the GI. We are not got the GI for Odisha. Okay. And most of these export as a district wise, the are these objectives of the district as an export hub.
Objectives of districts as export hubs initiative. To enable MSMEs, farmers and small industries to get benefit of export opportunities in the overseas markets. To shift focus on district-led export growth for self-sufficiency and self-reliance. Attract investment in the districts to boost manufacturing and exports. Provide financial and technical assistance to the district-level industries. Provide ecosystem for innovation or use of technology at district level to make them export competitive. Reduce transaction cost for the exporter at various stages of export cycle. Handholding and assistance to exporters by doorstep delivery of timely and relevant information. To generate employment in the districts. Providing platforms for wide and global reach of products and services from the district through e-commerce and digital marketing. Promoting artisans, farmers, handicraft, handloom, tourism and other cottage industries. Aims to fostering balanced regional development across all districts of the country, enabling holistic socio-economic growth across all regions.
So these are the objectives of the district as a export hub. Further, let us understand what are the policy interventions.
Institutional or policy interventions. Following are institutional or policy interventions taken. Some of the preparation of state export strategy or policy by all state and union territory governments. Product or service identification in each district. Constitution of District Export Promotion Committees (DEPC). Preparation of District Export Action Plans (DEAPs). Monitoring implementation of DEAPs. Identifying agricultural clusters in the districts. Mapping GI product in each district. Export Development Centers (e-commerce) in districts. Institutional mechanism. State Export Promotion Committees (SEPC) at the state level. District Export Promotion Committees (DEPCs) at the district level. ICE-GATE or DGCIS generates district-wise export data to track the export performance from each district. In the initial phase, product or services, GI products, agricultural clusters, toy clusters etc. with export potential in each district have been identified.
So this is how they already did the actions, lot of actions taken at the state level. Earlier, the export is the center's baby, like states are not bothered about the exports. It is all these exports are looked after by center. But now the focus is shifted. It is about the state and again down the line about the district level. So therefore, all the states, they started the export promotion committees, state export promotion councils, and further there are district export committees also been formed. Okay, this is how the structure is now developing. So that district level, there are the commitments, their committees are there. They have to identify what are the products, what is the potential, and how to overcome the difficulties so that exports can happen. Okay.
Indicative composition of district export promotion committees (DEPCs) is shown below.
Now you see the responsibilities are given to the district collector level or DM level, and they are the now chairmen. And again, others, other bodies are there, like from the DGFT and other district industry centers, DICs, and other things also, they become the members. So this is how the control. So please mute, sir. Please mute. So please mute. Please mute. So please mute. Yeah. So I request please mute for everybody's benefit. Others should not be disturbed, because a lot of people come with a lot of time to spend, to understand, with a lot of interest to go into the export field. So everybody should benefit. So district level, these are the committees also formed with the district collector become a chairman, or the district DMs, they become the chairman, and other departmental people from the state as well as from the center, they are become the members. So like this structure is developed.
Strategic measures. The strategic measures under the initiative are: infrastructure and logistics support, e-commerce marketing branding, skill development training testing facilities, research and development technology upgradation, export promotion outreach activities.
Okay, these are some of the strategies are taken. Most of the time, at the district level, when we are talking about, we are having a lot of constraints because there is no much of the logistics structure, infrastructure is not there. For example, Malkangiri, there are a lot of potential there, but how to the logistic facilities are not there. The customs brokers, the CBs, CHS, or the shipping line companies are not there. So very difficult. They know they want to export, but they're not unable to export because that infrastructure is not there. Logistics arrangements are not possible. It is very costly. So it has all the way has to go to the longer distances for the reaching to the port. So therefore, that is not able to happening. Now they recently that some arrangements are made, like suppose Amazon, you can now export from the Amazon also. Like you are doing domestically, you are procuring certain items from Amazon. Similarly, you can export also through Amazon. The provision is also given. Government has given clearances, and they are also promoting. If you are interested to export from the your state, your district, you can do from the Amazon also. So go to the Amazon website and try to make marketing, branding you can do, and you can export also. And recently, only last month in the December 2022, the CBIC given a notification that from the post offices also you can do exports. So that is what the reach is reaching to from the district level. Earlier we are thinking that export means, okay, it is a Mumbai, it is about Chennai, it is about the Kolkata, it is about the Visakhapatnam, like that we are talking about the export. But now exports we can do even through post offices also. That notification is already given. Of course, it takes a little bit time to formally give the training and institutionalize, but already that notification has come. So that is how the district level also we can do small items export. It need not be entire container load, large volumes, but small items. For example, Patasadi, you can't export with a large container load. That much of volumes you will not able to do it. But small items, small packet of the sarees you can export through post office, through Amazon. Like that also provisions are being made. Those things will be implemented in a due course so that you can benefit to export from your own district, or from your village also you can start exporting, right? So this is how the strategic provisions are made.
Role of District Export Promotion Committee (DEPC). The role functions of the District Export Promotion Committee broadly includes: prepare a time-bound, detailed district export action strategy or plan for the district to develop as an export hub. Benchmarking baseline export performance of the district, including identification of products and services currently exported with export volumes, destinations, etc. and additional products or services with good promise of targeting export markets. Comprehensive analysis of the strength of each district and the gaps in product quality, design, production efficiency or competitiveness, infrastructure, logistics, utilities, enforcement of standards etc., with a view to identifying interventions to enhance export of existing goods and services being exported and achieving the potential available for export of new goods and services. Goods and services being manufactured, produced in the district, identify the export potential of items available in such districts including GI products. Map the trust sector in the districts. Identify major bottlenecks and challenges hindering export of trust sector in the districts. Identify thrust items or GI products, agricultural items from export perspective for further in-depth analysis. Identifying training and development needs of district industries and coordination for training with other departments. The exercise will be carried out through interaction with a wide array of district-based stakeholders ranging from producers, exporters etc. and relevant stakeholders outside the district also. Towards this end, consultation meetings, seminars, workshops may be organized. Entry of all district-level data, information progress into the portal being developed by DGFT, and through the portal activate a virtual engagement, interaction forum for evolving and reaching out to all stakeholders in the district by facilitating them to come on board. Act as a grievance redressal forum for exporters and follow up with the concerned central and state agency. Facilitate in organizing buyer-seller meets, exhibitions, trade fairs etc. in the district to encourage the industries to showcase their products to the world. Implementing the district export action plan in a phased manner to ensure the district achieves the targeted export growth.
Okay, so this is how the export promotions are happening. So, of course, I'm not going further on these things. These are available in a YouTube, and you can. I already given the link in the chat box. Now YouTube you can see, and there you can find all these details. My YouTube is. This is my YouTube channel. Hundreds of presentations are there. This is what we are talking about the district level. This is a district as a export hub. That's what I've shown to you. This is the presentation. And also one more presentation I've shown to you, what we are discussing about, the local to global, what, where and how to export. Those also available there in the YouTube. So many others are there in YouTube. You please go through YouTube. And this is the various departmental support where you get. Those things also given. So you can go through this, get the advantage of this export related, some subject, some knowledge you should get. So that knowledge you have to get. So with this, I'm not going further, but I'm explaining you these 6 steps. These 6 steps, the video is already I shared with you. The link is already shared with these six steps. You can go through it and you can understand. I'm not able to cover because of the time constraints, but you can go through the video so that you can understand all these things. The 6 steps, easy steps I told you, you can do it. Okay. With this, I want to more interactions. So those who want, because most of the people you are come physically, I mean, attending virtually in this way, yeah. So we have the opportunity to interact. So let us take the opportunity to interact so that other things, as I told you, all the support we can provide. And FIVO is there to get the support, Mr. Kamal Bhai. You can get through him a lot of support. And other government as well, the central departments are there. They are also providing a lot of support. So you can get the support from these things. Now let us start with interactions. Kamal Bhai, to you.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Sir, can you do the stop sharing, sir?
Yeah, I'm stopping.
Mr. Thakur is there? Anush Thakur?
Yes, Kamal sir, I'm here. I'm listening.
Thank you. Wonderful. And I'll just introduce my friend, Mr. Anush Thakur from the Johannesburg. And basically, he belongs to the from the northeast, Kulu Manali. And yesterday itself, he came to Bhubaneswar to meet us. And so I request that he has a 10 years experience in Johannesburg in South Africa. And I'll request him to speak what are the products is demand in Johannesburg, and what is the products there, and what are the opportunities there. I'm very happy to listen from you. Over to you, Mr. Thakur. Please, sir.
Thank you,
हिंदी में
Kamal
बात
sir.
कर सकते हैं, sir.
हाँ, definitely. I'm using my mobile data.
आपका वीडियो थोड़ा ऑन कर सकते हैं?
Yeah, definitely I can.
Oh, wonderful. I know you're in the way.
Yeah. So thank you for giving me this opportunity. I was listening quite actively. कल हमारा discussions हुआ था. And just a little bit of insight as well. I've been in South Africa for last 10 years. I've been there telecom professional, so I've seen how the things have been moving and evolving over the years of time. So looking into from whatever I've heard, I think a lot of good initiatives by our Prime Minister, plus whatever the sir was talking about the import and export communities here. I think looking at the current situation with the global economics, with the Ukraine war happening, you can see the wheat, Ukraine used to give wheat to the maximum majority of the people in the world. And eventually what we have seen is, sorry, I think,
Please mute. Please.
So what I've seen is, yes, there's a lot of import that happens when it comes to the grains. South Africa imports a lot of grains like rice, and that is one of the things that we can do. And I've seen a huge, I'm talking from a consumer perspective. I can see a huge surge in packed food items, especially. If I go to the market in the last 2 years, I think it's pre and post COVID, I've seen a huge demand for these packed food items. I think this is something that I think it went up exponentially, basically. And that's quite good. And overall, there is a lot of demand for machineries and all. And South Africa is a country where all the neighboring countries like Namibia, Zambia, Mozambique, and all, that's a hub country. So that is basically the heart of the southeastern part of Africa. So that will be quite good, where you can focus upon. And I think, yeah, it all depends upon how we can build that infrastructure. And then you can take it from there for sure. Mr. Kamal sir, are you able to listen to me or am I audible?
Yeah. You're audible, sir. You're audible, sir. You can share more experience, more information. with us. I know that you are traveling, but still we want that you speak more about this exam.
No, that's what
Go
I
ahead, sir.
said.
Go
As a
ahead.
consumer, I've seen that. And from South Africa as a country perspective, the mobile coverage, if you see, I think the entire country is on mobility. People have access to the fintech technologies, the UPI payments, and everything. I think that makes business quite feasible. There's a lot of demand for, as I said, again, I will repeat myself, the packet foods, grains, wheat, rice, that is the prime importers. I've seen a lot of expat community coming in there, so the rice always increases. And if I look from the policies perspective, South Africa has got a very well defined processes and it's very seamless basically. So things can happen quickly. It's just nice. Maybe somebody has to participate there, but this can only happen with the local participation. So you need to work on a partnership model. It cannot happen one company goes there because there are different laws to promote their own people. They call it a BEE, Black Empowerment Entity. So that needs to be, so you might have to get a little bit of more knowledge about that. If that happens, then I think the government will be more than happy to support as well. I'm based out there. I think if you need some other information, I'll be glad to help and support on this initiative. Any
Yeah.
specific questions?
Mr. Mr. Anuj, what about the handicrafts and handloom? Is there any potential for that? Because we know that there is not a good market of South Africa. आपको लगता है कि handicraft handloom में कुछ market होगा वहीं पे?
I think handicrafts में अगर देखोगे कुछ wearing में, yes, it can be. अगर आप traditional wear, because the weather, if you look at, their weather is quite cold as well. People might need some warm stuff. That can be done. Why not? So hosieries and something can be there. But South Africa itself, Africa is quite rich in handicrafts, right? If you look at artifacts. So that might not be that great, but small things can definitely work.
Right, sir. What about the textile?
Textile is good,
Textile.
definitely. Yeah, it can be. A lot of textile initiatives can be taken. But as I said, Kamal sir, this is all depends upon if you want to do that, it cannot happen in one direction. You have to take the local participation into play. That is very important.
Right.
Then you can
Right,
see the
right.
government can support and the neighboring countries like Botswana, Zambia, Namibia, everything is basically handled from South Africa. So you can expand to those countries as well.
Right. And then what about the pharmaceutical products?
Pharmaceuticals, yes, I think they import that. A lot of chemicals are getting imported. They import a lot of minerals as well. As I said, wheat, rice. Ukraine used to be their highest exporter of wheat, but because of this war, that has been reduced. So the demands are increasing every year. They are falling short of these grains. Fruits is another thing that could have been done. I was hearing about this pomegranate and other stuff, and but South Africa is very good when it comes to fruits, locally producing it. So that might not be that lucrative for us. But when it comes to the food grains, yes, that's something that can be looked into.
Right. Any questions from Mr. Thakur, because he will be left. Any question from Mr. Thakur? Please go ahead, one by one. हिंदी में पूछ सकते हैं आप. Any exporters? Any questions for Mr. Thakur?
Sir,
Because
ଟିକେ
he
ତାଙ୍କର
have to.
email ଟା share କରିବେ କି please?
हाँ ମୁଁ share କରିଦେବି. ମୋତେ ये कल ମୁଁ share
Okay,
କରିଦେବି.
thank
हाँ,
you.
Mr.
Thank you.
Thakur, if possible, Mr. Thakur, if possible, just you share your. We are not looking for your mobile number, but you can say your email ID.
No, I can do that. I can share my personal email ID. As I said, in my
Yeah,
personal
please.
capacity, It was nice hearing you guys. But if you need any local information, I'll be more than happy to help you guys for sure.
Yeah, so nice of you, so nice of you. So any question for him? No questions. Okay, thank you, Mr. Thakur. Thank you, Mr. Thakur. Mr. Rohit is there? Okay,
I think
okay, and okay. And any question for Panigrahi sir? Any questions for Panigrahi sir? ଯଦି କାହାର କିଛି କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚିନ୍ ଅଛି ସେମାନେ ପଚାରି ପାରିବେ ସାର୍ ଙ୍କୁ ଭେରି ଛୋଟ ଛୋଟ କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚିନ୍ ପଚାରି ପାରିବେ ଏକ୍ସପୋର୍ଟ ଇମ୍ପୋର୍ଟ ରିଲେଟେଡ୍
Which is the nearest port for Odisha, Koraput?
Koraput, definitely Visakhapatnam port is very nearer.
Yeah.
That is ideal. Otherwise, Odisha doesn't have the good port. The Paradip port is there, very large port. There is very deep port, and in fact, but that is mostly for the ore and the steel and other items it will go. Mostly the ore related, iron ore, coal, like it's a minerals are going mostly. But for the export of the containerized cargo, Odisha doesn't have the much of the facility.
I have tried for exporting, but the client asked for self-certification.
Yeah,
I have moved from GST. The GST department will give the self-certification certification permission. I have moved from some people said you have to go to Raigada GST. I had been there. They said you have to go to Bhubaneswar. I had been to Bhubaneswar office. They again asked me to go to Gopalpur GST office. Then I got vexed and I stopped. There is no permanent direction from the GST office where the self-certification will be given. Even the departmental people don't know where I have to go.
Okay. Anything about the GST? Of course,
It's not about GST, Mr. It is
Yeah.
about self-sealing certification. Self-sealing.
Self-sealing certification from the customs department you have to get.
Yeah, but
So,
I have
customs
moved from 3 departments, from Raigad office, customs to Bhubaneswar, and again Berhampur. At last, they asked me to go to Gopalpur office. Then I did not. It was not entertaining, and I dropped my idea for exporting. I tried for 6 months. This is the support that we are getting from the departments.
What items you are trying to export?
That is a CNSL, cashew nut cell liquid.
Okay. And
That is a flexi tank. That is a flexi tank packing.
Okay. Later I will explain you how to go about. It's not a difficult job, and even online provision also there. I will advise you how to go about, so that our Kamal Bhai also there. He also intervene, and he will get it sorted out.
Okay.
So we can do it.
Any further questions? ସମସ୍ତେ ଟିକେ ଭିଡିଓ ଟିକେ ଅନ୍ କରିଦେଲେ କଣ ଆମେ ଗୋଟେ ଫଟୋଟା ନେଇପାରିବା ସମସ୍ତେ ଟିକେ ଭିଡିଓ ଟିକେ ସମସ୍ତେ ପ୍ଲିଜ ଟିକେ ଅନ୍ କରିଦିଅନ୍ତୁ ସୋ ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ କଣ ଆମେ ଗୋଟେ ଭଲ ଫଟୋଟା ଉଠେଇଲେ କଣ ଆମେ ସେଟାକୁ ଗଭର୍ଣ୍ଣମେଣ୍ଟ ଅଫ ଇଣ୍ଡିଆକୁ ପଠେଇବା ସମସ୍ତେ ଟିକେ ଅନ୍ କରିଦିଅନ୍ତୁ ଫଟୋ ଉଠେଇବେ ଟିକେ ଭିଡିଓ ସମସ୍ତେ ଅନ୍ କରିଦିଅନ୍ତୁ ଟିକେ म्यूट ଟିକେ कर दियंतु प्लीज रामारो रामो मिलान बाबू ଟିକେ प्लीज अपन ଟିକେ वीडियो ऑन कर दियंतु अशोक कुमार नायक सर ଟିକେ प्लीज अपन वीडियो ऑन कर देला सो दैट वी कैन गेट ए गुड फोटोग्राफ्स ଟିକେ समस्त अल्प 3-4 मिनिट पय रखि थांतु so that Panigrahi sir ଟିକେ फोटो नेबे सर
Ramarao Please.
Namara babu ଟିକେ please Milan babu ଟିକେ please Milan babu please ଟିକେ auto ଟିକେ on କରିବି ଭିଡିଓଟା बस थैंक यू इंटरेक्शन जी देवाशीष सर किसी इंटरेक्शन करियो सर से तो संदीप साहू प्लीज संदीप बाबू प्लीज अपन कछि जदी सर पचारंतु अपन माने
हेलो सर
हेलो हां कौन सर
गुड आफ्टरनून इवनिंग सर
Yeah,
सर
good
एक्चुअली हाँ सर मु चाहूतली हमर कोकोनट सब हमें विशाखापट्टनम पोर्ट पठेया पे
हां हां
तू पे पठेबो एनीवेयर तो हमें जो टीएम्स पाइबो हमर ट्रांसपोर्ट असिस्टेंट जो पाइबा अप टू विशाखापट्टनम और वेयर
सर द ओवरसीज जोटा ये होची ओशन एक्सपोर्ट
हाँ
ओशन पाइ
हाँ
पाइबे अपन लोकल रे किछ पाइबे नी ओशन पाइबे
सर सेटा मु कोड पाइबी सर मु
And-
धरंतु ढेंकानाल रो पठेबी
आपण
ढेंकानाल रो अप टू विशाखापट्टनम
जस्ट अ मिनिट मु गोटे पोर्टल ओपन करबी अपन एक्सप्लेन करबी अपन को आइटम कोचंदी
मैंगोस और हमारा जो कोकोनट हो गोटे दिटा पार्टी मु कांटेक्ट करी छी तो सेति पई तांगरो रेट आनिया पई भी हमटु असुविधा होची एना हम जानि पर हमको सीएच वाला जो रेट देबे हम गोटे जो रेट देले सो फ्लाइट रे बहुत हाई फ्लाइट देले कलकत्ता रो
ओके
और केजी परहैप्स 125
आपण ओडिसा रे कोड करबे ओडिसा रो को डिस्ट्रिक्ट
ढेंकानाल रो
और ढेंकानाल रो करबे ओके ओके
हां ढेंकानाल हमर फार्म हो जो ढेंकानाल किंतु हमें पुरी हो किबा हमें डायरेक्ट आंध्र रो पठेबु सेटू हमें ओडिसा ना हबो किंतु हम फार्म हबो किंतु हमें आंध्र रो पठेबु
ना मु बुझिली जोटा पोर्ट फैसिलिटी अछि सिटी पठे परिबे आपण ये पोर्टल टा नियंतु इंडिया ट्रेड पोर्टल
सर मो पाखर अछि मो
एटा फीवर इनिशिएशन फीवर डेवलप दिस पोर्टल आ ये पोर्टल जाईकी आपण जस्ट नाटा करंतु नी नॉट बी गिवन एचएसएन कोड काहे एचएसएन कोड जानिथिबे न जानिथिबे खाली प्रोडक्ट नाटा दे
मोर सेते किछ प्रॉब्लम नै सर टेक्निकली मो सब करि परिबी कि करि छी देखि छी किंतु मोर जानिया को चाहू छी जो हमें जो पाइबा हमर जो ट्रांसपोर्टेशन असिस्टेंट पाइबा
ट्रांसपोर्ट असिस्टेंट से सुनन सर ट्रांसपोर्ट असिस्टेंट टा नॉट दैट व्हाट यू आर इनकर्ड दे आर गिविंग गवर्नमेंट फिक्स कर सारची ऑलरेडी दे फिक्स द ट्रांसपोर्टेशन with what are the destinations so destination को से ऑलरेडी फिक्स कर दिछिन प्रोडक्ट एंड डेस्टिनेशन सो टाइम पे आपण जोटा खर्च होची से गोटा किछ जणाय किछ दरकार नै
अच्छा
एंड ऑलरेडी फिक्स दैट लाइक इट इज लाइक अ ड्रॉबैक रेट इज फिक्स्ड आपण खर्च करछिन न करछिन कि मतलब नै रेट इज फिक्स्ड सो टाइम पे मु कहूची आपण टिके कहले मु ये पोर्टल खोली की आपण देखे देबी तारे रेट केते होची
हां ठीक अछि मु देखि देबी सर
आपण देखे दियंतु
हां
the rate is fixed
मु चाहे छी हमें जो ढेंकानाल रो पाइबू ना हमें विशाखापट्टनम रो पाइबू सर
सुनन सर the rate is not whether you are sending from Dhenkanal or Puri or some Koraput somewhere
okay sir
the rate is fixed what of the port you are sending from the destination wise destination means that importing country which country you are sending like that they fixed already
अच्छा
so that way you'll get the benefit not just from which place you are sending all the local that benefit you will not get but they're fixed like a drawback only they fixed some rates and they'll provide that rate time पे मु कहूँ ये पोर्टल में ओपन करी अपन हो some others also can get benefit because
देखे दियन सर मु जानि जी तथा देखे देले भलो हो समस्त को पे टिके
समस्त पय हबो काई not only you many others people also can benefit this very beautiful portal of course किमिति ओपन करे किम जानंतु जानला पर आरे बहुत ही एडवांटेज अछि बहुत लोक ते भीतर कोनोसी जाननांती बाहर कोटे देख दुछन इंडिया पोर्टल जस्ट छाडी दुछन करि परनंत सो
नहीं सर आ गोटे असुविधा अछि से इंडिया ट्रेड पोर्टल गोटे मैंगो फ्रेश फ्रूट्स रे मैंगो स्टीन आसुची एक्यूरेसी ता हमर जो एचएस कोड 4 डिजिट और 6 डिजिट तो ता भीतर
6 digit code टा थिले एटे देई दियंतु आपण एक्युरेटली पाइबे
से जहाँ देखौछि सर मैंगो आमे जे प्रोडक्ट देखले जा देखौछि से किंतु आकु माने फ्रेश मैंगोटा सर कोन जीव हमर सेटा से कोटा आसीबो
तारे मु देखै दउछि लेट मी
आगे
फर्स्ट
सेते
गो
भलो
विथ
सर
कोकोनट रे मु देखौछि फर्स्ट कोकोनट
कोकोनट
रे मु
मैंगो
देखौछि कोकोनट
दिटा
रे आपण
दरकार
कोन चाहुचुंदी कोकोनट
तर
रे एडिबल फ्रूट कोकोनट को आइटम चाहुचुंदी काइन बहुत कोकोनट रे अछि
कोकोनट सेमी
कोकोनट ड्राइड
हक्स सो
दिस इज द
सेमी
ड्राइड
हक्स कोकोनट
सेमी हट्स कोकोनट ओके आपण ये डी हस्क रे इटा नै जियो डी हस्क हो लेट अस ट्राई इट आपण एग्जैक्ट डिटेल टा आपण परे देखि खोजिबे मु
आगे
जस्ट एग्जांपल मु कहूची जस्ट गुड एग्जांपल
साइड शेयर करूँ सर
पड़े
प्लीज शेयर योर
साइड
स्क्रीन
ओ हो मु शेयर करनी नहीं कि जस्ट मिनट सॉरी आपण फर्स्ट this is the portal, this is the India trade portal. Again, for everybody's advantage, I'm talking. So this India trade portal, and you go there, they will ask you to give the product description, or you can give the HSN code if you know. If you don't know the HSN code also, nothing to worry. You can go with the description. Suppose we are going with coconut. Just write the coconut, and under the coconut, what are the different items are there? All these items will reflect. These are all the items they're reflecting. So you have to select exactly what the items you want to do it. Oh, sorry, ठीक है. Just me ये charger on करছি. Just round to.
एटा समस्ते सर समस्ते टिके देखंतु ध्यान देखि रखंतु जदि हबो जदि वीडियो भी कर दियंतु किबा सांकर YouTube चैनल भी थाई पारे तेणु दया करी आपण सब जानंतु बहुत जिंस माने गवर्नमेंट सरकार करछंती तार फायदा नियंतु आपण.
हेलो.
हां सर सर
हाँ ये कोकोनट रे जाई की कोकोनट जो पर्टिकुलर आइटम आप सिलेक्ट कर परिवे. फॉर एग्जांपल कोकोनट डी हस्क कहबी. सपोज हम एक्सपोर्ट ना इंपोर्ट करे चाहछुंदी. सपोज हम एक्सपोर्ट करे चाहछु. So please click that export. Then they will asking for more details with what are the HSN code detail wise. So you have to particularly identify which are the item. Randomly I'm taking, this is the item, for example. I'm randomly taking next with very simple steps, very simple like that. Next you can do. Then which country you want to export. For example, you want to export to, so for example, the Malaysia. Just we are taking next, you can tap. And Malaysia, again, this item we are selected. Then we are doing the next. So this is how the details will come. After this details comes, you have to go. First, you have to identify whether the item is exportable or not. So you have to go to the export policy. Export policy, if you click, it will show it is able to freely you can export. There is no restrictions. There is no prohibition, so that you can export free. So the policy is free to export. Okay. So now what is the duty drawback? Because all the benefits are there in this, you can take the benefits, then only your product will be competitive. What is the drawback is allowed for this? You see the drawback is 0.15% of the drawback on FOB value. It has been allowed. So this advantage you can take 0.15 of your FOB value of export. And then you can go with the interest subvention. Suppose you want to go with the pre-shipment expo means financing or the post-shipment financing. Suppose you are a small scale industry or you are MSME, any of the micro or small or medium, if you are there, then there's a benefit is there that 3% into this is given. Means that's means suppose the interest rate bankers charging in general is 12%, you will get 3% less than the normal rate. So because you are MSME, you are getting 3%. Earlier it was 5%, they reduced now to 3%. Again, their protest is there. They likely may go for 5% again. So at present, of course, 3%. So 3% lesser interest rate, you can get the pre-shipment and export shipment export benefit from the banks. Then ROTAP, another benefit. There is also as a percentage of your FOB value. This 2.5% of the FOB value they give you. That is ROTAP. Okay. And then GST also, suppose you are making the on payment of GST, the GST details also you can get here. Then SAR is asking for the transport benefit. This is what the TMA. TMA also they fixed it country wise. This for Asian countries. This for Asian countries. Anywhere from India you are exporting, you are getting this benefit. If it is a 20 feet, so sorry sir, please mute sir. Please mute. So it is, suppose it is a 20 feet container, you are getting this much of the amount as the transport and marketing assistant TMA. So is it okay, sir? You are happy with this number? Sir, you are discussing.
Okay. हाँ सर बड़े सर ठीक है सर आगे सर जान लो
So there is
Sir,
nothing like whether you are sending from the Dhenkanal, you are sending from the Puri or Koraput or Bombay or Calcutta, wherever you are sending for any port, it is destination based. Asian countries you are sending, these are the Asian countries, then this much of the benefit you will get for the 20 feet container, this 20 foot container. Okay. And
sir,
refrigerated, if you are making the refrigerator containers, refrigerator reefer we call it. For example, you want to send the marine products, that has to go with the refrigerator. So then this much of the benefit you are getting.
sir আমার जो এয়ার ପାଇଁ ସେଠି କହିବେ କି sir এয়ার এয়ার ରେ এক্সপোর্ଟ କରିବା ପାଇଁ
এয়ার রেট ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି sir, air রে ବି ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି 1.4 per kg.
আচ্ছা
by air 1.4 per kg. Subject to what are the node conditions and all things, you can little bit go through. But otherwise, air also there. By sea, these are the two are for sea. 20 feet contain normal, and this is about the Führer, means refrigerated containers.
I guess sir.
Okay. If it is 40 feet, if it is 40 feet, you can simply double it. The 20 feet, you can double it. You can get the 40 feet.
I guess sir.
This is the TUU, means 20 feet equivalent unit. 20 feet equivalent unit. TEU.
I guess sir.
Good.
Thank you sir. Namaskar.
Namaskar sir. Namaskar. So this is very beautiful portal. Very beautiful portal. You take advantage of this portal. Many people are not knowing. Just then they click it, they comes like this. What to do? What to see inside? They don't know. So lot of things are provided here. Even earlier, the portal is now modified. Earlier, what is the importing country? What is the duties and other things also very perfectly they're providing. Now also you see that Asian countries are sending free trade agreement we have, so that the importing country charging the 0% the duty, the importing country. You able to see, sir? It's not only our country these benefits, but importing country, what their duty, customs duty that importing country charging, that is also showing here. If the most preferred tariff is 5%, and suppose we are going for the free trade agreement, because we have a free trade agreement, Asian trade agreement we have, so therefore it is 0%. Okay, clear? Is it okay, sir?
Sir.
Okay, any other questions now?
Sir, namaskar.
Yeah, namaskar, sir.
Sir, ମୁଁ ପଦ୍ମଲୋଚନ ପାଣିଗ୍ରାହୀ କହୁଥିଲି।
କହନ୍ତୁ sir.
Sir, ମୁଁ product find out କରିଛି ସବୁ complete ହେଇଛି, କିନ୍ତୁ କେମିତି buyer find out କେମିତି କରାଯିବ ସେ ବିଷୟରେ ଟିକେ
Okay. Buyer
ସେଇଟା
find
ମୋର
out.
ବଡ issue.
Okay, that is the biggest challenge, not only for you. ସମସ୍ତ ପାଇଁ ସେ biggest challenge. So ତାଇ ପାଇଁ ମୁଁ କେତେଟା steps on କହିଛି. Of course, ମୋର କେତେଟା video ଅଛି, ସେଗୁଡା ବି ଆପଣ ଦେଖିପାରିବେ. So export କରିବାକୁ, first and foremost, I told you, brand image has to be created. जो export कले भी, everybody in the foreign country, they look after whether you are existing or not. Many fraud people also there. without existence, they can do some fraud. So the importer also, when he is into business, he want to verify your credentials. So where you will
Right.
get credentials? Suppose I told and some Panigrahi, some Kamal shop. Who will know about the Mr. Kamal and Mr. Panigrahi or Mr. Sahu?
Right.
Who will know? Nobody knows, no,
Yes,
in
sir.
the world. Even India, we don't
Yes.
know. And outside India,
Right, sir.
how that people will know? So therefore, always first you create certain brand image. Some existence should be there. Yes, they can identify that this person, this company is existing in India.
Like company website and other things, marketing is
ସେଗୁଡା create करले
okay.
तापरे there are many means are there to export, means get the enquiries, not export first, get the enquiries or getting the right to prospect to buyers. That export promotion councils of individual, the product like export promotion councils are there. So you can like a choir board is there. Coconut also there is a export promotion council is there, or board is there. So
Okay.
therefore you can go there. They will give, they become a member, and they will give you certain enquiries and other things they used to send. Okay. And also if you write to our embassies now after the recent our
Indian embassies.
yes sir, our Indian embassy in particular those countries, you can write to them. And
Indian embassies will be giving provide by every
suppose
embassy's number. Everything.
Sunand sir, suppose you want to export to, suppose in the foreign country, for example it is Malaysia.
Right.
In Malaysia also our Indian embassy is there, and
Yes,
there
sir.
is in the Indian embassy office there is a trade division is there, a separate exclusive trade division.
Okay.
Their purpose is only for making this trade agreements, or they making the buyer and seller arrangement. Buyer and seller arrangements they want to arrange. So if you write to them, definitely they will help you. Similarly, you have to participate in some of the exhibitions, or some of the buyer and seller meets are being organized in India as well as in overseas. You have to go there and you interact with the buyers and prospect to buyers and sellers. And also, if you have any friends are there overseas, through them also you can get certain informations. And also I shown to some time back, some of the portals are there. Those portals, of course, those are some of them as paid portals. You can pay it and get the information about the buyers. Buyers contact details, buyers all the means mobile and email ID and all these things you can get it. Okay. And also you can post your postings.
Hello,
in
sir.
many let me complete, sir. You can post in many of the free portals are there, free of cost. There you can post it so that people can see your means advertisement or your product related informations, then they can contact you. So this is a very big research, like very big activities you have to do. Here you yourself has to do, and others can help you, but directly nobody will give you the buyer. Frankly, I'm selling. If the Kamal Bhai knows a buyer, very good buyer, he also know the sourcing, then why he will give to you? Frankly, I'm telling. So therefore, you have to create your own resources. You have to create your brand image. You have to approach the market through various means, and you have to get the buyers. Okay, good. Next. Yes, sir, you are talking something. Yes,
sir. Sir, ଆମର ସବୁ B2B portal ରେ ବହୁତ ଗୁଡେ phone ଆସୁଛି.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
After getting the IC and RCMC, so many companies are calling me.
Okay,
Which
very
company
good.
is genuine or which is not genuine? I'm confused.
Okay,
So
very good.
how do you believe them?
Okay,
Any
that is biggest challenge.
genuine B2B portal can also say, sir?
Yeah, that is the biggest challenge, in fact. Of course, so who are the true like buyers? Who are the fake buyers?
No, sir, buyers no, sir, buyers no. जो B2B portal जो हमारा जो
portal अपन चाहूँगी. Like I will show you some of the good portals. You can go through these good portals.
Sir,
and
sir,
also
जो अच्छी Alibaba अच्छी से तो बहुत costly अच्छी जोटा कि हमें
Alibaba is costly. Alibaba ro dita provision ଅଛି sir. One is the free provision and another is the paid provision. Free ରେ ପକେଇ ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ ଆପଣ ଯଦି Alibaba ରେ post ଇଏ paid ଚାହୁଁନାହାନ୍ତି free ରେ ପକେଇ ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ ଆଉ ବାକି ଗୁଡ଼ା ବି ବହୁତ ଗୁଡ଼ା ଅଛି portalsone ସେ portals one ଆପଣ ଚେଷ୍ଟା କରନ୍ତୁ so you can get some good
genuine ହଁ genuine sir ଜାଣିବା ନାହିଁ ସେଥିପାଇଁ ଆମେ ପକେଇବାକୁ ଡର ଲାଗୁଛି sir ପଇସା ପ୍ରଥମରୁ ଲସ୍ କରିବାକୁ ତ
Go for the world ଭଲ go for the world
अच्छा सर के हमरो अछंती एक्जिस्टिंग यूजर के अछंती काम भीतर
ये सुनंत sir ये some of the portals I am showing to you these are very genuine portals
sir
these are the some of the portals I am showing to you are very genuine portals you can try it info drive they have the India also operations you can go with Volja and info drive they are joint like so Emacs this business this also a good and export genus yes then especially the CR they also good reliable like that you can go with some of these portals Cybex Java these are the some of the known good reliable only I am showing to you okay
ठीक है सर प्राइवेट ये सब प्राइवेट कंपनी बन सर আমি তো জানি হোনি বহুত कंपनी फोन आसु डेली फोन आसु सर
टाइम पे मु कोच कर टाइम पे ये देख चेष्टा करंतु इथरे गोटे चेष्टा करंतु दे आर गुड बायर एंड अफ्रीका स्पेशली कंट्री वाइज भी केतरा अछि especially to the exclusive for the China exclusive for the African countries like that there are some portals so you can try exclusive if you want also so these are the some of the and best hochi amaro export promotion council through re be help us but people are not availing that help we are not even opening we are not opening even a export promotion council their websites if you open the corresponding for example coconut board is there you can go to that board and open that you will get certain details and our commerce ministry has the complete informations you go to the commerce and industry the trade related all the related statistics which are the countries and all thing also you can get where you are exporting product wise you can get it for example yeah go on sir
सर एक्सपोर्ट कोकोनट को फोन कर सने फोन ही रेस्पोंड ही करू ना सर
no no केतरा गवर्नमेंट रो मु जानु छी केतरा बोर्ड ओने they are like dead they are not operating in such case you can contact with FIVO is very active and anything information I think they properly guide you so you can contact with Kamal bhai and other things they can help
सर
you
एक पीओ नहीं सेला परे जो बोर्ड अछि सब इंडिविजुअल अलग अलग बोर्ड रे रजिस्टर करिया पड़ियो
ना ना
बोर्ड अछि
ना
एंदी मेराइन रे अछि
ना सुनंतु
आज्ञा
आपण जदी चाहिले मेराइन एक्सपोर्ट प्रमोशन काउंसिल अछि ताइरो नै हेबो
आपेडा
ना सुनंतु
आज्ञा
आपण एग्रीकल्चर प्रोडक्ट करिवे मेराइन प्रोडक्ट करिवे इंजीनियरिंग आइटम करिवे लेदर आइटम करिवे इमति भिन्न भिन्न आइटम करिया थिले then my advice is go with FIVO is an apex body for all the export promotion councils so जो प्रोडक्ट करले भी अपन FIVO संगे once कर दिला आ किछि दरकार नै बाकी रे करिया को किंतु specifically you are marine only you are exporting so marine export promotion council अछि ताइरे जाय हेबो
नहीं सर मर्चेंट एक्सपोर्टर हिसाब रे जदी डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ प्रोडक्ट रहिले
टाइम पे कोच FIVO को जानतु FIVO is
FIVO तो नहीं छु ऑलरेडी
FIVO नहीं was enough none sir FIVO is any item either engineering leather chemical or the food items any items FIVO is a apex body
okay
so you can do that one okay
FIVO पोरे सर सेगुडा आउ किछे आवश्यक पड़िबोनी माने आपेडा एमदी तांको लाइसेंस किछ आवश्यक पड़िबोनी
स्पेशल लाइसेंस आ दरकार पड़ियोनी किंतु फर्दर इंफॉर्मेशन केतरे दरकार पड़ियो माने से माने प्रोडक्ट वाइज दे आर द स्पेशलिस्ट सो द स्पेशली
स्पाइस बोर्ड रे कोनोसी गोटे कंटेनर करली माने स्पाइसेस रे करली ताले मते सेउठु भी गोटे अप्रूवल नबाकू पड़िबो ना ना ये FIVO जोकू हेई परियो सर
FIVO गोटे कर दिला परे आ बाकी गोटे इंडिविजुअली करिया दरकार नै
आज्ञा
किंतु आपण जदी चाहुचुंदी इंडिविजुअल प्रोडक्ट वाइज केतरा इन्फॉर्मेशन पाइबा को सेतेले आपण इंडिविजुअल ये रे रजिस्ट्रेशन करियर पड़ियो अदरवाइज फॉर गेटिंग द सर्टिफिकेट और गेटिंग द एक्सपोर्ट इंसेंटिव्स टाइम पे किछि आ दरकार नै आउ को एक्सपोर्ट प्रमोशन काउंसिल दरकार नै ओके
थैंक यू
थैंक यू
एनी फर्दर क्वेश्चंस अच्छे साम पई सर पाणिग्राही सर गोटे छोट खाली माने धर जो बाहर जो आसुची पेमेंट्स आसुची गोटे सिंपल पेमेंट्स टा टिके सर समस्त को टिके कहबे सर को पेमेंट्स टा आसले सम सिक्योर होई परिबे आ बाकी
Payment
आपनकर जो सर पेमेंट
ओके पेमेंट रो काइना एक्सपोर्ट रे आपण से बायर को जाननांती बायर आपण को जाननांती एवरीबॉडी इज न्यू many times it happens बहुत थरो आमे देखि नथिबो we never see the buyer but you are no making the transactions so किमिति सिक्योर हे परियो आम पेमेंट विषय रे टाइम पे फॉर एग्जांपल इफ यू टेक द एडवांस पेमेंट भलो सिक्योर आपण थ्रू रे बहुत सिक्योर किंतु बायर काई दबो एडवांस आपण के से चिनी नांती why he the buyer will pay you in advance से भी देखियो तांगर सिक्योरिटी because he is spending money आपण जेमिति चाहुचुंदी you want the secure of the your payment he also want to secure about his product to receive then only he make the payment so से चाहिबो प्रथम आपण एक्सपोर्ट कर दियंतु तापर मो पेमेंट करबी so दीटा को मैं दी जन दी साइड भलो तांगर ओपिनियन ट्रू कन आपण जेमिति डरुचुंदी आपण पेमेंट आसीओ ना नाही ना से भी भाबियो मो पेमेंट देला परे मते दिनस मिलियो ना नाही ना सो दे से भी चाहुचुंदी सब माने पेमेंट हला पर दिनस मिलु बोली टाइम पे केतरे अरेंजमेंट अछि एलसी अरेंजमेंट फॉर एग्जांपल तारे बैंक इंटरमीडिएट हे कि रहइबो बैंक लाइक टेकिंग द गारंटी इफ द कंडीशंस आर फुलफिल्ड मींस एलसी रे जो कंडीशन अछि से कंडीशन सब फुलफिल हला परे बैंक आर टेकिंग द ऑब्लिगेशन टू मेक यू पेमेंट किंतु एलसी रे भी केतरो कंट्री एलसी ओने वेरी रिस्की एलसी even Bangladesh LC on a be last 2-3 years we are finding very difficult because a lot of fraud is happening so therefore LC re there confirmation provision good achi confirmation means the LC ta jo Bangladesh bank ta open karibo in favor of Indian bank upon na re gote Indian bank ko seta LC ta douchi kintu intermediately maybe Singapore bank or the UK bank some other bank they become a guarantor guarantor man kono 100% you will get the confirmed payment of course 100% confirmed payment is subject to conditions the condition kono LC रे जो conditions अछि सब गुडा 100% fulfill हेले का से मन पेमेंट देबे सपोज LC रे जोटा कंडीशन फुलफिल हेलानी सब मिस्टेक्स करचुंदी सब डॉक्यूमेंट्स on अरेंज करनांती काइन सब गुडा डॉक्यूमेंट रिलेटेड so document रे कोन जोटा ले गुडे डिफेक्ट्स रहिछि the bank only refuse कर दिए we don't pay then you are at a great risk so therefore the documents related the subject knowledge भी दरकार पड़ियो document जो जहां भी मिस्टेक करले बैंक में रिफ्यूज सेतले इवन कंफर्म्ड एलसी हेले भी अपन किछ टंका पाइबेनी सो ये गुडे केतरा रिस्क के अछि से गुडे फर्दर अपन स्टडी करियर अछि of course we are planning to do some exclusive courses for the import and export including the payments including various documentation ये गुडे गुडे कोर्स करले अपन टिके जानिबे पूरा डिटेल्स आमे प्लान
इरिवोकेबल एलसी और टीटी रे पेमेंट करले केमति होबो
सर all the LCs are irrevocable LCs only the revocable clause is removed now there is no like revocable LC
okay
there's nothing like revocable LC all are irrevocable LC but suppose you are doing some mistakes in the documentations then no bank will provide you payment they will don't give the payment
सर गोटे शिपमेंट पे कौन डॉक्यूमेंट रिक्वायरमेंट पड़े
document as per the standard as per the DGFT foreign trade policy there are just 3 documents उटे होची our invoice संगे packing list भी आज invoice and packing list आजकल सुनंतु ना गुडुटे कहूची invoice and packing list दीटा को jointly आजकल करछुंदी integrated invoice कम packing list so invoice कम packing list Second होची our shipping bill. Third होची bill of lading or corresponding logistics that ये सब air गोला वाले airway bill. By sea or water routes गोला bill of lading. By road गोला वाले RO means road ये certificate. The LR we call is from the transporter he will give the LR. See the rail regularly rail certificate RR. Rail receipt we call is RR. So imiti jo transport hoji se certificate dorkar, that proof of the transport that the goods are went for the export. So setiki dorkar aw kichhi nahi. Or specific product by specific product document dorkar hochi. Food products, there are food product related food certifications are required from FACI and other things they're required. So like that, individual product wise, there are certain certifications are required. Say what a product wise certifications, not like generic certification, but product wise certification. Out of the ketra country, for example, African country upon Korea, Kenya ko patheve bhabantu. Kenya ko pathele, they want the certificate of conformity. COC we call it. COC certificate. Means certificate of conformity by certain agencies like SGS. SGS is one of the agency. From them, you have to get the certificate before export. Before export, you have to get that certificate. Then exporting, all the documents you have to submit to the bank. Then only that consignment will go. Otherwise, the customs will stop your consignment. You can send from your place, but customs will stop, because that is not comply with required documents. Okay. ठीक है.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Sir, stop sharing take करिए sir.
हाँ, stop कर दीजिए. Sorry.
Any questions? Any questions अच्छी हो? देवाशीष sir जो अच्छी है अपन करो.
No. Thank you, Kamal Babu.
Thank you, sir.
Everything good. And
thank you, sir.
Thanks to your support, just gote କହିବାକୁ ଚାହୁଛି, because of your constant support. Yesterday we registered a company in the Russell Khaima Free Trade Zone in the name of
Right.
Sun Impex. So I will get in touch with Panigrahi sir for his support.
Sure.
जे आमे रसल खाइमारो फ्री ट्रेड जोन रो जो कंपनी टा हेची, how we can benefit from that. We can export from India and we can get orders to that company from other countries. तो तार कौन benefits हेई पारिबो सेटा हमें डिस्कस करिवा, but not here, time is short. So
sure.
ଆମେ ଦେବାଶିଷ ସବୁ କାଲି ଗୋଟେ ମିଟିଂ ଡକେଇଥିଲେ ଆମ ଅଫିସ ରେ, 9 ଜଣ ଆସିଥିଲେ. ସେମାନଙ୍କୁ 3-4 ଜଣ ଅଛନ୍ତି, ସେମାନେ ଦୁବାଇରେ ଅଫିସ ସେଟଅପ୍ କରିବେ. ତେଣୁ ସମସ୍ତେ ଇଣ୍ଡିଭିଜୁଆଲ ଅଫିସ ସେଟଅପ୍ କରିବା ଚାହୁଁଛନ୍ତି. ଆମେ କହୁଛୁ ନାଇଁ, ଜଣେ ନେଇଯାଉ, ତା ଭିତରେ ଆପଣ ମାନେ ରୁହନ୍ତୁ. ଯେତେବେଳେ ଆପଣଙ୍କର ବିଜନେସ ଗ୍ରୋ କରିଯିବ, ତେଣୁ ୟୁ କ୍ୟାନ୍ ଡୁ ୟୋର ସେପାରେଟଲି ଇଏ. ତେଣୁ ମୁଁ ଆପଣ ସେ ଦୁବାଇ ଗ୍ରୁପରେ, ଆମେ ସେ ଯୋଉ ଫିଓର ଦୁବାଇ ଗ୍ରୁପରେ ମୁଁ ଆପଣ ଭର୍ତ୍ତି କରିଦଉଛି. ତେଣୁ ଆପଣ ଟିକେ ତାଙ୍କ ସହିତ କୋଅର୍ଡିନେସନ କରିବେ.
Sure. They can use our facility also. ଆମର जो facility ଅଛି ଏବେ free trade zone ରେ, they can use.
ହଁ, ସେଥିରେ 5-6 ଜଣ ଇଣ୍ଟରେଷ୍ଟେଡ ଅଛନ୍ତି. ମୁଁ ଚାହୁଁଛି ଯେ ସେମାନେ କେମିତି ପଇସା ଯେମିତି କମ ଖର୍ଚ୍ଚ ହଉ, କାରଣ ସମସ୍ତେ ତ ପ୍ରାୟ ସେଇ ଇଏରେ. ତେଣୁ ମୁଁ ସେଇ ପ୍ଲାନିଂ ରେ ହିଁ କାଲି ଡକେଇଥିଲି. ଆଉ ମୁଁ କିଛି ଫଟୋ ବି ସେୟାର କରିଦେବି ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ, ମୁଁ ସେଇ ଗ୍ରୁପରେ କରିଦଉଛି. ତେଣୁ ଆପଣ ବି ଚାହିଁକିନା ବି ତାଙ୍କ ସହିତ ବି ଡାଇରେକ୍ଟ କଥା ହେବେ, ମୋ ରେଫରେନ୍ସ ନେଇକିନା. ଆମେ ସେଇଟା ଗୋଟେ ପ୍ଲାନ୍ କରୁଛୁ, ଆପଣ କଣ ଦେଇ ଅଫର କରିପାରିବେ, ସେମାନେ କଣ ଆପଣ ଏକ୍ସପେକ୍ଟ କରୁଛନ୍ତି, ବଟ୍ ମ୍ୟୁଚୁଆଲ ଅଣ୍ଡରଷ୍ଟାଣ୍ଡିଂ ରେ ଆପଣ ୱାର୍କଆଉଟ କରିପାରିବେ. ମୁଁ କହିଦଉଛି ମତେ. ଆଚ୍ଛା, ଯୋଶୀ ମ୍ୟାଡମ କିଛି କହିବେ? ବସୁଧା ଯୋଶୀ ମ୍ୟାଡମ. ବସୁଧା ଯୋଶୀ ମ୍ୟାଡମ.
कमल सर.
ଆଜ୍ଞା
सर मते भी से दुबई ग्रुप रे जो ऐड करी, जदी जो ऑफिस कथा कहउचंदी.
ନାଇଁ, ଆପଣ ସିରିୟସ୍ ଯଦି ଅଛି ତାହେଲେ କରିବୁ.
सर
ସିରିୟସ୍ ପାର୍ଟି କରାଉଛି.
100%. ଆଜ୍ଞା,
ସିରିୟସ୍ ପାର୍ଟି ହେଲେ କରିବୁ.
ମୁଁ ଆପଣ ସର
ଦେଖିଆ, ମୁଁ ଲେଟ୍ ମି ଇଏ ହେଲା, ମୁଁ
Sir,
ଡାକୁଛି.
ମତେ ବି add କରିଦେବେ.
ନାଇଁ, ସେ ସବୁ ସିରିୟସ୍ ପାର୍ଟି କରିବେ. ଆଗ ବେପାର ହଉ, ତାପରେ କରିବା. ଆପଣ ହଁ ମ୍ୟାଡାମ, ଗୁଡ୍ ଇଭିନିଂ. ଗୋଟେ ମିନିଟ୍ ମ୍ୟାଡାମ, ଗୋଟେ ମିନିଟ୍. ମୁଁ ଦୁବାଇ, ଶୁଣନ୍ତୁ, ଯୋଉମାନେ ଦୁବାଇ ଗ୍ରୁପ ର ମୋ ପାଖରେ ଯୋଉ କାଲି ଆଟେଣ୍ଡାନ୍ସ ସିଟ୍ ଟା ମୁଁ ସେୟାର କରିଦେବି. ଆପଣ ଡାଇରେକ୍ଟ କଥାବାର୍ତ୍ତା ମୋ ରେଫରେନ୍ସ ନେଇକିନା ଗ୍ରୁପ ରେ ଯୋଉମାନେ ସିରିୟସ୍ ଅଛନ୍ତି ତାଙ୍କୁ କରିବେ. ଏମିତି ତ ବହୁତ ଲୋକ ହେବେ ନା, କିଛି ଲାଭ ହବନି. ହେଲା, ଆମେ ଦେଖୁଛୁ, ଆମେ ଟ୍ରାଏଲ ବେସିସ୍ ପାଇଲଟ ପ୍ରୋଜେକ୍ଟ ଷ୍ଟାର୍ଟ ଚଲଉଛୁ, ଦେଖିବା କଣ ହଉଛି ହେଲା. मु शेयर कर देबी से जो माने ग्रुप रो अछंती मु ताको अटेंडेंस शीट व्हाट्सएप रे शेयर कर देबी हला मैडम को गो अहेड मैम को मैडम वसुधा मैडम
Sir, very happy new year.
थैंक यू मैम थैंक यू
Sir, basically I have started my own manufacturing of frocks in handlooms. As you said earlier, as I had said you earlier. So when can I come to meet or like to discuss regarding the same?
Okay. Anytime, ma'am. Just before you come, you just give me a ring,
Hello?
ma'am. Ma'am, before you come to the office, just give me a ring so
Hello?
that I will avail.
Okay.
Madam, before you come to the, ठीक है, please ठीक है, mute कर दो जो मन नहाती please.
ये जो नया साल आएगा ये एक साल से ज्यादा नहीं
Joshi madam, anytime you can come, but think that before you come, you just give me a ring so that I will available in the office. But when you come with lots of questions so that we can
Sure,
discuss.
sir. Sure, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Sure, sir.
How come अच्छी संदीप सर की
Thank you,
अच्छी
sir.
संदीप सर अनिल अग्रवाल सर सर सार को कौन पचारतु सर सार पाया बहुत कष्ट पाणिग्राही सार को सरस सर किसी अच्छी सरस चंद्रशेखर साहू सर अंकित ना केबी कॉर्पोरेशन पचारू सर पचारतु जहाँ एनी स्मॉल क्वेश्चंस किसी लाज करियार नहीं तो पचारतु प्लीज
हेलो
सर
Hello.
कौन सर कौन गो हेड सर गो हेड
गुड आफ्टरनून सर
गुड आफ्टरनून
सर जेमती कि हमर एक्सपोर्ट कले जो वैल्यूटा कैलकुलेशन होची एफओवी वैल्यू रे गवर्नमेंट जेमती कैलकुलेशन करूची बाय रोड किंबा बाय एयर रे सेटा केमती कैलकुलेशन हबो
सब खर्च न मिसेले कैलकुलेट हबो
माने
सब खर्च माने सपोज आपण जगह टू जोटा फॉर एग्जांपल आपण कोरापुट रो छंदी कोरापुट रु आपण वाइजाग थ्रू रे पठेबे कोरापुट वाइजाग जीवा को केते खर्च हबो से सब से ट्रांसपोर्ट ऑन पाखरे नेबे कोटेशन ने तापरे सीएचए माने कस्टम्स पहुंची गला से मालटा विशाखापट्टनम कस्टम्स पहुंचला तापरे सीएचए माने से माने केते कोड करबे से माने नेबे केते ये टंका फॉर कस्टम्स क्लियरेंस हला तापर शिपिंग लाइन टू कांटेक्ट करियर अछि से माने देबे आपण फॉर एग्जांपल माने विशाखापट्टनम पोर्ट टू आपण दुबई पठेबे माने यूएई से पोर्ट जीवाकू केते खर्च लागियो से माने शिपिंग लाइन वाले देबे सो से खर्च ने ऐड करियर अछि आ आपनरो मटेरियल जोटा अछि मटेरियल खर्च लॉजिस्टिक खर्च आ जो डॉक्यूमेंटेशन एगुडा करछिन जो सर्टिफिकेशन एगुडा हबो तारो खर्च ने से सब ऐड करियर अछि तापर अपन प्रॉफिट ऐड करनेबे ये करिवे मो दिने ऑफ कोर्स आई विल टेल यू देयर इज अ रेडीमेड माय presentations are there how to calculate about the pricing so sign over mo kahibi nole more video thile bi mo pathebi more than 100 videos are there plus 140 plus more ye guda achi slides and presentations mu ye guda bi mo present karichi public domain ro achi apun jodi more youtube re apun subscribe kariye free of cost there is no cost is involved free of cost you can register you can get n number of means these presentations
okay sir how good a question thila sir
yeah कौन
सर सी माने गवर्नमेंट बेनिफिट जेंती एफओई वैल्यू रे मिलुची सेंती बाय रोड किबा बाय एयर सेटा को माने इनकोटम रे मिलुची सेटा
ओके सब गुडा एफओबी बेसिस रे मिलुची
सर
हमर जो बेनिफिट अछि सब एक्सपोर्ट बेनिफिट्स on based on the FOB value of the your export.
sir
So FOB अनुसार calculate करिए either it is sea or by road जोटा गले भी से port जिसटे पहुंचला जाए जो मान से particular customs port custom station सेतल
Sir.
जाए से जा खर्च होची सीटा को calculate करिए.
ता माने सेटा हमो कैलकुलेट करिया पे पड़िबनी बाय रोड रे गले सेटा
हमें का करे ना सर अपन इनवॉइस रे शिपिंग बिल सब तो डिक्लेयर करियार अछि.
सर
आपण बे डिक्लेयर करी ना शिपिंग बिल रे.
सर
सो आपण करियार अछि आपण खर्च कोन हला केते कोन होईची सब गुडा आपण देखेबे.
किंतु एक्सपोर्ट बेनिफिट टा जोटा माने सेटा कस्टम डिपार्टमेंट ही माने
ना कस्टम्स डिपार्टमेंट करियो ऑन एफओबी वैल्यू बेसिस रे से डिक्लेयर करिए. किंतु
ओके
एफओबी वैल्यू केते अछि एफओबी वैल्यू केते हेची सिरा तो
सर
आपण डिक्लेयर करिए ना इनवॉइस रे डिक्लेयर करिए. इनवॉइस रे
ओके
जा होची इनवॉइस अनुसार शिपिंग बिल टा फाइलिंग हबो.
ओके तो इनवॉइस रे हमको मेंशन करे पे पड़िबो कि
या
वी वांट गवर्नमेंट बेनिफिट्स
नो नॉट गवर्नमेंट वन बेनिफिट इनवॉइस रे करियर दरकार नै. इनवॉइस रे खाली रेट माने आपण एफओबी वैल्यू केते सिरा डिक्लेयर करिए. इनवॉइस तो मतलब सेया.
ओके 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 सर
हाँ
सर
तापर शिपिंग बिल रे
ओके
जो बेनिफिट अपन करछुंदी अंडर जीएसटी हो जा वेदर ऑन मींस ऑन पेमेंट ऑफ आईजीएसटी और अपन करछुंदी ना अपन करछुंदी बेस्ड ऑन दी मींस एलयूटी से गुडा भी
ओके
डिक्लेयर करिया पड़ियो ये शिपिंग बिल रे. अपन
ओके ओके
ड्रॉबैक भी क्लेम करले सीटा भी
ओके
डिक्लेयर करिया पड़ियो इन शिपिंग बिल.
ओके
से
सर
शिपिंग बिल टा फाइल करछुंदी से सीएचए
ओके
कस्टम्स हाउस एजेंट और कस्टम्स ब्रोकर बोल कहा जाउची.
ओके
तो से माने शिपिंग बिल फाइल करला को यू शुड बी वेरी केयरफुल.
सर
ये बेनिफिट होने अपन डिक्लेयर करले का अपन पाइबे नॉट
सर
पाइबे.
सर सर
सीमित का रोटअप भी अपन डिक्लेयर करियर अछि शिपिंग बिल रे यू आर एक्सपोर्टिंग अंडर रोटअप
सर
देन यू विल गेट द रोटअप बेनिफिट.
ओके सर थैंक यू सर
ओके थैंक यू.
देवाशीष साहब आपन से दुबई ग्रुप रे ऐड हे गेला.
हाँ थैंक यू.
ओके थैंक यू. हां ये आपनकर ये जे आपन जस्ट खाली ऐड कर दउ छी आपनकर कमर्शियल इनवॉइस पैकिंग लिस्ट एबे दीटा अलगा अलगा रहउतला एबे गोटाई हे गेलानी आपनकर सेटा आपन निजे फाइल करिवे. किंतु जेतले गवर्नमेंट रे इंसेंटिव्स आपन क्लेम करिवे सब बेले आपनकर सीएचए ही सब बेले गोटे मेजर रोल प्ले करे. आपन एक्सपोर्टर्स आ आपनकर जेतले बायर भितरे गोटे ब्रिज मेंटेन करे तांको पाखरे प्राय इन्फॉर्मेशन थाए कारण जेहेतु से माने कार्गो को बाहर को पठांती. जेमति आमे ड्राइविंग लाइसेंस अप्लाई कले जेमति आमे गोटे मीडिएटर को धरु सी ता पाखरे सब इन्फॉर्मेशन थाए ठीक सही बढिया आमे जिंस पठाय गेले सीएच एजेंट रे कोना से जानि छि नॉर्मली कोना को माने को इंसेंटिव जानि छि. किंतु बहुत सीएच एजेंट कोन करथि ना तांको बर्डन पडियो बोली काई केते आरएनडी करिवे करू समते कर किछि इंसेंटिव्स न करी ना शिपिंग बिल ता फाइल कर दियंती. थरे शिपिंग बिल फाइल करि गला पर आपण इंसेंटिव्स पाइबे नाही सरकार तारु. तेणु आपण सीएच एजेंट थारु आपण जेतोळे मन रखते जो सीएच एजेंट को आपणकर ता सहित कथाबार्ता करिवे जदि आपणकर जदि आपणकर आग्रो प्रोडक्ट्स पठाउछंती ताको पचारबे तो प्रीवियस एक्सपीरियंस अछि कि जने लुहा आयरनर पठाउथियो से जदि कहबा कि हम कर देबी कहि देबो देखला को आपण ए सब मिस्टेक्स गुला सब हुए. तेणु आपण मन रखिथांतु सीएच एजेंट जेतोळे चूज करिवे आपण को कमिटी रे करूथिले आपण प्रीवियस रे कोन अछि आपण तार एनक्वायरी करिवे नले कोन आपण हैरान हिजे किछि टंकाटा पाइबेनी आ आपण के को जगह पेनल्टी पडियो कोन करियो से माने किछि करि परियो लास्ट हैरान हिजिवे. तेणु एटा सब छोट छोट जिनसडा हुए कोन आमे सेतो सब बेले कहूची जेतोळे आपण एक्सपोर्ट करते छोट छोट जिनस करंतु थरे जानि जांतु आपण किछि असुविधा नाही. सेतर शिपिंग बिल फाइल कर ड्यूटी ड्रॉप पाइबे कि टीएमएस स्कीम पाइबे सब थिबो आपनकर तापर टिके आरडी करथिबे आपण बे सीएच एजेंट सहित भी ताको डाकी किना पर्सनल डाकी किना ये करी किना कथाता करिवे बुझले कि सो दैट कोन आपण ये हर्डल्स वाला सार जो पानी के सार कहले से हर्डल्स वाला को आपण आउ माने फेस करिवे ना इंसेंटिव ता थरे फाइल आला ऑटोमेटिक आपण अकाउंट को पैसा पळे आसीबो आपण देखिबे आप न हेला माने आपण पाइबेनी किछि. थैंक यू. एनी क्वेश्चंस फर्दर?
सर मोर गोटे थिला क्वेश्चन तो नो जस्ट रिक्वेस्ट मु लिखितिली गोटे माने चैट बॉक्स रे जे मते से दुबई ग्रुप रे टिके इंक्लूड करिया पे शांति रंजन बेहरा लिखा हिच बुझे कैन यू सी हैव यू सीन इट?
आपण आसो सर आपण आसो तो मीटिंग आपण जो दिन से मीटिंग हबो तर हेला आपण डाकिबे हमें देखिबा कारण से मान टिके से जो ग्रुप ता से अछंती जो मान को ऑलरेडी अछि ये अछि से मान चाहउछंती खाली रस करी किछि लाभ नाही सेटरे. आपण आसो से जो दिन मीटिंग डाकिबे आपण आसंतु आसेले जदी से फील करिवे अपन कथाटा हेबे करिए करदवाटी कोन अछि आपनकर
एग्रीड
एटा
एग्रीड
पायलट
नो
प्रोजेक्ट
प्रॉब्लम थैंक यू
पायलट प्रोजेक्ट तो तेणु से माने
थैंक यू
से
खाली
मते
मते
कहचंदी
कहबे डेट ठीक आगुरु कहबे
हां
डेट सो
अपन
दैट आई
शारदा
सी
सहित टच
वेदर आई
रे
कैन फिट इन
अपन शारदा सहित आसबे अटेंड करूँ मीटिंग अटेंड करूँ किछ असुविधा नहीं तो हला कारण से माने कहचन सर सीरियस पार्टी देबे कारण से ग्रुप रे ही मते कहचन जे सर सीरियस पार्टी देबे अनलेस से वीडियो करिवेनी तेणु सेटाई मु खाली कहू अदरवाइज मोर कोन अछि ऐड करिया टी कोन अछि
No,
देवासी
it's
सब तो
okay.
ऐड कर
Agreed. Agreed. Thank you.
हला थैंक यू सर अपन नाटा कोन कहले
Okay.
सर अपन शारदा को नंबर अछि त अपन पाखरे सर अपन शारदा को नंबर अछि त
हाँ 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 हाँ
अच्छा
और
अच्छा
अच्छा
ताको पछे दुबई रे मीटिंग हेले आपनकर से ग्रुप रे मीटिंग हेले कह थैंक यू सर
ठीक अछि
सर एनी क्वेश्चन सर
सर हमें केमती
पाणिग्राही
स्मॉल यूनिट स्टार्ट करियो सर
कोन कहले
सर केमती फास्ट स्टार्टिंग करिवा स्मॉल रो छोटो रो आगो एक्सपोर्ट केमती स्टार्ट करिवा सर कोंतु आज कोरियर थ्रू रे
हां आपनकर आसंत हम ऑफिस को केतरा आसंत तो बहुत माने बहुत किछि कहया पड़िबो एबे तो ये नहीं तो स्टार्ट करू तो हांडीक्राफ्ट हैंडलूम रे स्टार्ट करिवे आपनकर सर जेमती
सर
कहले
स्मॉल क्वांटिटी रो स्मॉल
हाँ
क्वांटिटी
आपनकर
रो केमती
यस यस 5000 10000 20000 टाइप पठेई परिवे हला आपण आसंतु आपण जा जा डाउट अछि हम ऑफिस को आसिले हम मु बुझेई देबी आपनको हला थरे आसंत आसले मु बुझेई देबी सब एनी क्वेश्चन सर अछि ना मैं बंद करिया सर
हम बंद करिए चले बहुत
हाँ
हेले
थैंक यू
आउट प्रोग्राम भी अछि मोरो
अच्छा ओके थैंक यू वेरी मच थैंक गोटे सेकंड सर हाँ थैंक यू वेरी मच फॉर योर टाइम सर थैंक यू वेरी मच पाणिग्राही सर few speakers are there but till the time constraint we are not able to board them in the webinar so next time will be next meeting will be on 11th Wednesday अछि आपनकर same time 3 o'clock but एटा को हमें मयूरभंज रो अछि हमें राइस ऑपरेटिव फोकस करिबा आ एथरे हमर प्रेजेंटेशन गुटे हमर सुब बाबू भी प्रेजेंटेशन देबे जे ऑस्ट्रेलिया अछंती से ऑस्ट्रेलिया विषय भी कहि त कहिछि आ किछि आसीबे आपनकर वियतनाम रो किछि एंटरप्रेन्योर मान को भी कहिछि द्वितीय जणे दि जण को कहिछि जणे रिक्वेस्ट करथि से कहथि द्वितीय जण जॉइन करिवे ताकुटर हमें सुनिबा आ पाणिग्राही तो ऑलरेडी तो रहिबे हम पाखको आ नेक्स्ट टाइम ट्राई करिवे डीजीएफ के आसिया पे मेन कथा हला कोन से जोटा कहबे हमें बुझी परिबानी एते तण पाणिग्राही से डीजीएफ कस्टम सबुडा को से मैनेज करचंती आ आपन को बुधवार दिन हमें ये लिंक पठेबू आ आपण माने जॉइन करंतु प्लस आपण जो लिंक पाइले आपण फ्रेंड सर्कल टिके करंतु सो दैट बहुत लोग जानतु करंतु न करतु एटलीस्ट नॉलेज इंफॉर्मेशन थाउ आ नेक्स्ट बुधवार दिन अछि तापर नेक्स्ट फ्राइडे दिन अछि आ तेणु थैंक यू वेरी मच फॉर द टाइम फर्दर जहाँ भी जितल दरकार पड़ছে आम आम लेवल रे जहाँ अच्छे आम करूँ पाणिग्राही सार हो कि मु हो अलग ऑफिसर्स माने आमर लेवल बेस्ट आम करूँ कारण गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया वेरी मच सीरियस अबाउट दैट मानुची समस्त को आम साटिस्फाई करि पारनु माने बहुत कम होची बट मन खराब करंतुनी होप इज देयर आम चेष्टा करछु आम जने दि जण ही अच्छु जोटा कि आम समस्त को साटिस्फाई करने चेष्टा करछु तेणु आपण जो मानकर किसी होनी माने किसी मन खराब करियार नहीं तो आम पाख टच कन्स्टांटली टच रुहतु फिओ सहित है कि आम शारदा सहित रुहतु सो दैट आम चेष्टा करी आगु जमी कर बेस्ट ऑफ द बेस्ट आम एक्सपोर्ट हो कि अलग बिजनेस हो जहाँ भी गोटे आम वर्कआउट कर थैंक यू वेरी मच सर थैंक यू वेरी मच पाणिग्राही सर नमस्कार थैंक यू
पाणिग्राही को सर पाणिग्राही सर को टे कांटेक्ट डिटेल के शेयर करबे सर
हाँ सर सर आप दे दो सर ये रे सर चैट बॉक्स ऑलरेडी सर दे सारे
ना मोर टोटल YouTube देखले पूरा डिटेल्स
YouTube देखले पाइबे YouTube रे अपन सब पाइबे आ प्लीज आप समस्त रिक्वेस्ट करछि अपन यार सर खाली वीडियो देखि ना सब सब्सक्राइब करछंती कि सर को एते बढ़िया जिंस अछि हैला ताको टिके अपन प्लीज अपन को लाइक करंतु सब्सक्राइब करंतु अपन को एते किछि अपन को किछि पैसा खर्च होबनी बट सर ते एटलीस्ट सर को जो इन्फॉर्मेशन ता समस्त बार पहुंचू आ इवन आ तेणु आपण माने समस्त ये करंतु इवन नो डाउट मु किना कहि देले मु निजे ही करिनी मु आज ही कर दोछि हैला मु निजे ही करनी
सर को सर YouTube लिंक टा कोन सर मुटे लेट रे जॉइन करली तो
ओके लिंक टा चैट बॉक्स रे भी मु देइछि केतरा मु आपण गुटे काम करंतो YouTube आपण ये रे आपण जीमेल रे माने ये सर्च रे जानतो सर्च जाके एसएन पाणिग्राही YouTube कर दियंतु मो ना मो डिटेल रे सब गुटे YouTube पळासियो से टाइम पर जाई कि आपण सब्सक्राइब करंतु फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट many of the updates are used to come. बहुत गुड अपडेट हम पठत होची से सब पाइबे एसएन पाणिग्राही यूट्यूब बोल के गूगल सर्च कर दियंतु अपन पाइ जिवे
ओके
थैंक यू
मु भी कर दो सर मु भी ऐसे कहू छी मु कहि देले कि ना मु निजे ही करिनी मु कर दो आज कदा प्लीज समस्त रिक्वेस्ट समस्त करियो थैंक यू सर नमस्कार
नमस्कार।